Ooh. Mm, 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 mm.
So this doesn't stop.
Son of a bitch. Folks are probably having a damn fit thinking, wow, Tuesday night done rolled around this quick. We missed Sunday somewhere. But no, it's what you think it is. Probably ain't gonna go ahead.
My new camera, but I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah. I was just sitting there thinking, I don't think I'm gonna say much tonight. I am going live, but I'm just really not gonna say much anything. Just sit here and look at the screen, look at folks' comments, sit here and talk a little shit with everybody and all that good stuff.
Johnny English jumped ship. I haven't seen or heard from that guy in a week.
I hadn't either, but it's fair to say that I hadn't tried to reach out to him either. And, I mean, I guess you kind of got to have communication on both ends. So I don't have anything going on with him, but you two might have some shit going on.
He jumped ship, folks. He's smoking again.
I don't know about all that, but I do have to say this. I've never seen your name before, but whoever G3 is, welcome to the membership. I seen that you joined the group
G3
at the beginning of the show, but I can't say that I've ever seen that particular icon floating around out there, but welcome to the group. Welcome everybody. And welcome to all. I guess we ought to go ahead and lift the curtain on this stuff. I mean,
let's lift it.
These folks come here, they want to see these smooth transitions brought to you by Mr. ST himself. So let me give you one right here. Probably as soon as I do it, though, something's going to get messed up.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's just a common thing on this show. Something's always going to go on. Even if I jinx it, it doesn't matter regardless. It's going to happen. So here we go.
Making a minor adjustment here.
Boo, boo. See, I didn't realize I was going to raise the curtain and have two men over here kissing on the screen, but
they're not kissing.
They're mustache massaging one another right there.
That's how Italians greet each other with their lips.
I guess you hang out with a bunch of them to know that. So
yep.
What's happening, folks? It's Saturday night. Nothing particular, special, anything really going on. Just thought we'd go live. I mean, I'm not even going in that direction of like trying to take away stuff from tomorrow night's episode.
There ain't none to take away.
Because, nowadays it's just we talk about whatever. So, and you know what? I'm not even really here to talk about anything vaping wise tonight. I will say this. The one thing about vaping I will mention, and it's probably about the only thing I think I'm going to mention, even though I say that, we'll talk about all kind of shit, but I came to the conclusion a little while ago. I picked up a few items here off the desk, took a hit off of this, took a hit off of that. And I kind of sat there and thought to myself, I'm sick of all this shit. Not meaning I'm sick of vaping, but I'm sick of the shit I got.
My washers.
I don't give it. I don't care. I need to hear shit to know that I can still hear you and you can hear me, so we don't have the same problem we had Tuesday night.
I need a remedy to stop the washer from shaking.
Get you a Bluetooth app. I'm certain something will work there for you, but
it's like, I know someone's gonna say, "Oh, you gotta balance it out, whatever." But I don't know. It seems like it's. I don't know.
I can hear the dog more than I can the damn washer.
Yeah.
I can't even hear the washer, but
the dog's down here now. Everyone's down here. The whole crew.
But yeah, I'm like, I got what seems like all kind of shit to vape on. But I guess I'm bored with everything.
Because we haven't gotten any kind of like real new shit. Like occasionally we'll get like some new stuff, but then we'll get something pretty exciting, but we haven't gotten really anything or there hasn't been anything.
No, it's like
I've been vaping on the same fucking shit for almost the past year. It feels like.
I feel like I've been going longer than that, and it's just like it's kind of like what it is now is just it's just I need it to function.
Yep.
But beyond that, it's not like, oh, I'm excited to pick this up or because I'm like, ugh, it's just it's the same old shit. I don't know. I guess everybody hits that brick wall like that. I don't know, but
Vaping has just become like just a thing now.
yeah.
Like you said, just to do it to kind of function.
Yep. Yes, it is. How's everybody doing out there? I see the lovely Sasha out there has joined us tonight. Always got to make sure.
Have you not watched my video? And don't say, yeah, you watched it, because if you watched it, that I answered that question in the video. But yes, you use the same coils. Thank you for watching my videos and supporting me, you son of a bitch.
I think Robbie fell off the train a little while himself.
Yep.
Well, the train, the wagon, which I said I fell off the wagon. I couldn't think of any other title, but you might have fell off the train on that one a little bit. But
you guys don't even have to watch my videos. Just click on them and just stay on the video for like 15 seconds, and then you can leave. At least give it that view. That's all I ask. All I ask.
Voodoo says go to disposable banana ice. I don't think there's anything disposable banana ice that's gonna cure my my wants and needs, but I don't know, man.
I got a question if you're willing to talk about it. I don't know if you want to though. That kid that shut up that school, why did his parents get arrested? Do you know why or no?
So this is what I've heard, what I've read, and obviously stories are going to keep changing and all this and that, but and of course I'm getting all this from media outlets, which those are very hard to believe half the time anyway. Oh, big shout out to ST's Wagon. He's in chat now. Thank you very much. But so the first story I heard was that this kid, you know, he did what he did this past Tuesday. And then the news started getting a little deeper where it came to find out that I guess his dad had just went out and purchased that pistol on Black Friday. That he hadn't had it long. Matter of fact, he just had it a matter of days or some shit, you know, after his son did what he did. Then I heard his son was acting up in school. The parents had just came up to the school earlier that day, had some type of conference. I guess they wanted to pull the kid out, but the parents wanted to keep him in there, if I've heard that correctly. So the kid stayed. Well, that was kind of a bad idea because the kid did what he did. Now, I don't know what's wrong with the kid. I don't know what his troubled past is. I don't know. Obviously, there's a whole lot of shit going on there.
I heard there was a text message from his parents saying, you better not do it.
All right. So what I heard a little bit beyond that is that his parents were going to get charged in this also. And that his parents, they fled to like Detroit, which is just south of, or where this happened is just north of Detroit. So they traveled south to Detroit, hid out in some warehouse. Apparently somebody let them in that warehouse. Yeah. They got tipped off.
But see, I heard one side say that they took off. I heard another side saying that they relocated because they were getting threats and everything else.
Yeah. So again, because you're probably hearing this on different news outlets and all this. So I don't know what's what. And I guess we won't know until further down the road, but I know they were apprehended. You know, they brought in the U.S. Marshals and local law enforcement and all that. Apparently they got shipped back up there. They had their courts. What was it? I think early this morning. And their bond was set at like $500,000 a piece, which obviously they're not going to make bond, either one of them. But see, I hold on. I was hearing little bits and things. somebody said that I guess they knew the parents knew that the kid was possible of doing this.
Oh, they knew. Okay.
That's one thing I've heard. I also heard that the mom texted her son after she heard on the news. I don't do it. It's so mixed up because I mean, hell, he would have done it already. Something, yeah, that his mom texted his son, said, please don't do this or something, or don't do it or whatever. It's been a bunch of back and forth. So who actually knows what happened with all this? Again, I'm certain we'll find out in due time. It's probably going to take a little bit before we hear the real actual story because, again, we all get our news from media outlets, and nowadays, who knows who's telling what, where they're getting their stories at or whatever. But
it's hard to because people say don't believe mainstream media. Well, then where are you supposed to get your news from if you can't you can't talk to the dude like one-on-one? So who do you believe when it comes down to shit like this?
So I know it started off with there was 3 kids that died in this situation, and then I think it was the next day another one died, so there's 4 total that died, and then I believe it was 7 that were wounded that lived through it.
Mm-hmm.
And a few of those were critical, but I think all the ones that were critical were their status is stable now. But again,
and they said that video that's floating around on YouTube is fake. That wasn't him. The kids are in the classroom and they're jumping out the window because they could hear him on the other side of the door. But apparently that wasn't him. That was an undercover cop. They said, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
hard to believe who's fucking telling what truth.
It's crazy out there, man. It is definitely crazy. I think I mentioned this Tuesday night. Because I think I just said something little about that because it was real fresh and new. Didn't really know any news on it, but we didn't have that kind of shit going on back when I was in school. But I can tell you what, man, it would be some shit being in school nowadays for some of the stuff that they're dealing with. And again, I've always loved guns, even at a very extremely young age. And I mean, I don't know if I would have had access to what some of these kids are sneaking into school, but man, it's
understand kids have mental issues, but you have to be really fucked up to destroy your entire life by doing something like this. He's gone forever. He'll never see the light of day again.
No, he's done.
You gotta be out of your fucking mind.
You're a very troubled young person to do what you did.
Yeah. I just hit him when he's in his 20s, probably. What the fuck did I just do?
But sometimes I look at it like this: if you're that troubled now, and you just did what you did, I don't know if you were ever going to walk a straight path in your life anyway. I don't know if there's enough guidance that could be given to you that would even help you out. I don't know, because you're in a deep, dark place doing some shit like that.
Yep.
Again, you're 15, you don't have it all there, but you're 15, you know what's going on, you know what you're doing. So when you do this to people, they're not coming back. So,
yep.
But I mean, just in general, the world is a crazy place to be in right now. Not even with all the mainstream media shit that's going on. I think Mark mentioned this, but hell, I'm the one that sent this to Mark the other day. It is the craziest shit to see what we seen with this dude in his freaking scooter.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
I mean, if y'all follow police activity on YouTube, you will see it. It is the craziest crap I've ever seen. This man apparently stole a toolbox or something from a Home Depot or whatever. Got outside with it. Security ran him down. The dude's on a scooter and I guess pulled a knife.
A handicapped scooter, by the way.
He pulled a knife on a security guard, but he's sitting down, you know. Again, I don't know if he's playing it off like he's really disabled or not. I mean, some people ride those things and aren't disabled by any means. But the dude pulled a knife. So he's already in the wrong twice. I mean, you got to consider this person to be somewhat dangerous. Now, I don't know if I really looked that clearly on that videotape to see if those officers had tasers on them. But apparently this dude started going back up towards the Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever he was at. And you can see from the camera shot, it was like he went through the garden section and he was rolling back up inside of there. So right before he gets into those doors to go in, it's like all of a sudden the cop draws down and puts 9 rounds in this dude's back. And the dude just rolls out of the chair and hits the ground.
Just falls out of the chair.
He's gone. He's gone.
Like right in the back.
I don't get it. I understand the person, you can't take a lot of things lightly nowadays. Needless to say, he could have been an individual that maybe he really wasn't disabled and could have got out of that chair or scooter real quick and started jabbing at folks.
They didn't even give him time to say anything. It was pretty quick too, right? If I remember correctly.
Well, you don't get to see all the camera footage. So from the time he made it up to that parking lot back up there could have been a lot of things said. I don't know.
Okay.
I know the officer got fired, so there's somebody that's thinking there's some foul play going on, and I can't imagine that him being fired is the last thing he's got to deal with. I got a feeling there'll be charges coming up against him, but...
Was the guy old or young? Do we know that got shot?
He looked middle-aged.
I wonder if he was handicapped, because that'd be some shit. Shooting a handicapped dude in the back 9 times.
You know who he looked like? He looked like Bachelor. He kind of reminded me of Bachelor. You know, Bachelor likes to get out on his little scooter while he's been on his Fireball, talking that mad shit. You know, of course, Bachelor.
Light says, why shoot somebody like that? I mean, well, you don't know if the guy's handicapped. It could just be a dude in a wheelchair. That's the thing, but that's a hard one, man.
It is. You know, a lot of times, like me and Mark, well, I'm always looking at this shit because a lot of times I text Mark, hey, did you see the latest video? He might not have seen it yet or whatever. I watch all these videos. And a lot of times you can see something and think, why in the hell did he do that? But then when you get the whole picture, the whole story, then you're kind of like, oh, I see what was going on here. This particular story, I'm having a hard time coming to the conclusion that this officer was in the right at all. So
it was pretty
I don't
bad.
know. It was crazy though. So if y'all are not subscribed to police activity, man, and y'all like watching some crazy shit, I definitely go over there. Dude doesn't have 3-something million subs for no reason. There's a lot of folks that watch that shit. So, and
they're nice and quick videos.
They are.
It's 3 minutes, 4 minutes long.
Yeah, it ain't nothing long you got to watch. And every time a video gets posted, I mean, it can sit there like an hour easily and already have like 200,000-300,000 something views on it. As soon as they drop, people are like just licking their chops at the computer or on their phone, wherever they're at, just waiting for these things to drop. So, but yeah, crazy ass shit out there, man.
It's fucked up in America. You know, I actually feel like, I don't know, like I expected it to be actually more fucked up than it is. I don't know why, but I expect a lot more chaos, like just random shit. But yeah. I mean, it's bad, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Not that I'm hoping it, but...
You know what's even really gotten worse? Ever since the past 2 years of the shit going on in the world, is it just me? Am I the only one noticing this, or have other people noticed this? That people's driving has gone to teetotal shit. Folks folks aren't the greatest drivers. At least me, I always find those ones that just are the ones you want to scream and cuss at. But it's like, man, all the freaking time now. And I'll just give you, for instance, tonight, I left Walgreens. I'm coming home. I had one guy pull out in front of me because he's in such a hurry just to pull out in front of me and do 10 miles under the speed limit, and I can't pass him. I'm like, you kind of almost caused me to slam on my brakes just so you can even drive slower. You couldn't have just waited for me to pass you, and then you can drive slow all you want. Finally, I got my opportunity to get around them, got on down the road, and I'll be damned if it didn't happen again. I get behind another dude that decides that, hey, you know what? Tonight must be the night we're all doing at least 10 under the speed limit. So sometimes I do the wrong thing, and I'll admit it, but I'll ride your ass if you're going to do under the speed limit, especially 10 miles under. I'm riding your ass. And I know when folks ride my ass and I'm doing the speed limit, I'll give them a brake check. Yep. I'll tap them brakes and see how quick your reaction time is with that. I don't care, because it's going to be on your ass, not mine. So I very easily know that if somebody brake checks me, I'm almost at that point where I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch myself in time. I'll probably get some satisfaction out of it, but
a sign of road rage.
I'm telling you, man. But it's like, I go through this shit, and then when we get out on the main road, and then I'm going to pass you because we get like many lanes to do it, then you magically want to start driving fast and think that I'm racing you. It's like, what are you thinking, people? But I don't know. I don't know.
The cop has a gun and tells you to stop. Just run. You're faster than bullets. He shot you. Well, that's a bad cop. You know, I totally agree. Like, it seems like the generation these days, like, they feel like they don't need to listen to the police. Like, seeing some of these videos where they're cussing out the cops and yelling at them. Like, back in the day, if I were to do that, they would have tossed my ass on the hood of the car, bitch slapped me, and threw me in the back seat of the car. I can't believe the way these people talk to the cops nowadays. It's crazy.
People have always been running from the cops. I mean, people have been running from the cops before any of us. Any of us in this chat, anybody on this panel was even a gleam in somebody's eyes. But the way they do things nowadays, there is absolutely zero fucks given about anything nowadays.
Yeah,
and I know we got a few bad apples out there in the bunch. You got them everywhere. So there are bad apples out there in law enforcement, but I know a lot of good ones. I know a lot of damn good guys out there doing it. And a lot of these guys are as fair can get. They're doing the job they're getting paid for, and they ain't making anybody's life hell. They're just out there doing their job. But I tell you what, there's a lot of folks out there that think just because you have a couple of bad ones that every single one of them's jacked up, and they're going to treat every one of them jacked up. So.
And a lot of people always like to, I don't know, they like to be a smart ass. If a cop tells them, like, you know, can I get your ID or this or that, they feel like, oh, I don't have to give it to you. And they just start, just fucking do it, make it easy, quick and simple, and get it over with. Why?
Well, you know what? We live in a day and age of these now. Everybody's got a smartphone with a nice freaking high-tech camera on it and video and all this and that. And you know what? All these folks out there that have, I don't want to say all of them, I'm going to say a good bit of them, though, that have these First Amendment channels out there on YouTube.
Oh, God, those drive me nuts.
That are trying to prove a point that, hey, they're doing this and they're doing that. These folks don't give jack shit about your First Amendment rights. All they give a shit about is how many views are clicking on that YouTube video and how big they can get their channel. That's all they're looking for.
Those videos make me so goddamn mad. Like when they're recording at a government building, all that shit. Like I just want to jump through the screen and strangle them.
That's all these folks are doing. Y'all want to battle me on that? Battle me away. But I'm telling you, that's what these folks are looking for. These folks don't give a damn about anything else. So
Yeah, a lot of this shit, people don't give a shit. All they care about are the views.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
If they gave a shit, they wouldn't need a camera to share everything online. It's complete bullshit.
Man.
We're not all bad. The big C is testing everyone's patience. I totally agree on that.
It is. It's pushing a lot of folks over the edge. Whole lot of them, but
When I'm out on the weekends with Angela and I gotta wear that mask all day, I get really like, I don't know, I get like crabby as hell. When I had that mask on for like 2 hours, I get a little bitchy and crabby. So I could see other people having to work like 8 or 10 hour day with a mask on. Dude, I'd be a bastard.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's well, I don't know. I gotta be careful what I say about that shit.
I will not apologize to that railroad police officer because he was in the wrong. I was not in the wrong on that one, Mr. Neal.
I don't know, man. I think you were pushing his yeah, what are we talking about? Yeah, you did have a camera up in his face.
I was doing a video. He came and fucking bothered me. Like, dude, what are you bothering me for? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just shooting a review. Like, leave me be.
You know what you should have done? You should have told him, look, I'm a celebrity, dude, and I'm making money on this. How about I cut you in on a little bit of money and let's really make this video good? You could have done that right there.
Yeah, I think I could have got arrested for that. I think it's some kind of law.
Well, I mean, you could have got a little footage of it before they snagged you up, but
Yeah, that's a cop that's bored that wanted to just fuck with somebody to fuck with him.
yeah. Oh, what is this? Randall Hayes says that guy on TikTok would really piss you off. He's dedicated his TikTok channel to going around to stores, cause an issue. The cops come.
Oh, I hate that.
There's a lot of, there's one guy that I watch, matter of fact. No, I don't know if he was on the police activity channel or not. There's a YouTuber that's down in Florida. And his channel is basically off of pranking people. And his channel got huge, but I think he's been in trouble a couple of times because he took it a little too far. But apparently he was having some kind of party or some shit and had, I don't know, 2 women, 2 dudes, and another chick over there or something like that. And it just happened that this female they didn't even know was jogging down the street and he was messed up like on shrooms or something like that. Walked outside, and he's kind of a built dude a little bit, but he cold up punched this bitch.
Damn.
And they got the whole thing. It's another one of the channels. I forget which. There's another one that does all the body cam stuff, but they show him taking them to jail and all this and that. Dude's out of his shit bigger than anything. But that ended his shit. He's done. So, you know, I don't know. Some of these folks, they're going to take it too far thinking that shit can't happen to them.
Yep.
And then they ain't going to have shit to post. So, I don't know.
I came across a guy that does those kind of videos, and he actually does it in my town. He was actually at the city hall that in the town I live in, and he was in there trying to give him hell because he wanted copies of some kind of, I don't know. He's like, I demand copies of this, and they call the cops on him, and every day he does videos going to city hall, fucking with them. He gets the cops there, and for no reason at all but views. That's all he wants are the views.
Beyond the sovereign citizen ones, which to me now, those are just a joke. I'm waiting to get my laugh when they finally get their shit served up to them, because that's a complete joke to me. But the ones that piss me off are these dudes. Yes, that's it, Mike Berg. He's Russian. That's him. What's his name again? It's like Vitaly. Is it Vitaly or something like that? He's a crazy son of a bitch. I know that much. Anyway, damn it. Oh, these people have some fascination with going to post offices and wanting to film in there and trying to fight out if they can or they can't. That's the ones that I'm like, dude, you're in there looking for views. You don't give a damn about anything else. But that's what all these dudes are doing. So it's
or
even
recording at like a city building or a government building or shit like that. They love doing that.
It's even the Second Amendment dudes that are running around trying to prove their points with the guns and stuff like that. I mean, I'm hardcore Second Amendment. I mean, y'all should know me. Some of these people can do their videos appropriately. Yes, they're looking for views, but they are trying to get a message across. Some of these dudes are out there doing this shit, don't have any business on YouTube showing that stuff off right there. So, but that's my opinion. I'm certain there's probably a lot of people going to disagree with me about that, but I don't know. Vitaly, yes. So, I mean, and I think I went to his channel. I think his channel was like, Mark, see if you can see that name real quick. Vitaly in YouTube.
Is it in chat?
I don't even know if,
There it is. Let me look.
I think the channel's still there, I think.
Vitaly. Come on, you piece of shit, go. Oh, come on.
Because he apparently was pretty damn big.
Vitaly ZD TV.
That's it.
Got some hot little blonde chick on We Broke Up Forever.
That's it. How many subscribers he got?
Oh, yeah, I like to break her up. 2 million.
Yeah. And when's the last time he posted on there?
Yeah, a year ago.
Yeah, I think he's in jail still right now. I think.
Damn, his ex-girlfriend's pretty hot. Oh yeah, he's a fucking big ass dude.
Yeah.
But is the dude that punched some chick in the face?
Yeah, some random chick that was just jogging down the street. He walked out there and was jacked up. And I think if I remember correctly, he was trying to tell the officers, but you could barely understand him because he was all over the place. Or somebody made mention that he thought that he knew her or something like that.
Yeah, he looks like one of those guys that thinks like the world revolves around him.
Yes. But yeah, he's
she looks yummy. Damn. They're gonna be getting that in jail, that's for sure.
So we got 143 people nosing around here tonight. So I'm guessing there's 143 people that are just as bored as what me and Mark are tonight.
Yep. No, I don't know where Johnny's at. He was probably busy doing something.
Mr. Nathan sending a little of that Asian money over. Thank you for the donation. He said, "Where is Uncle John? Well, I think we just stated that a second ago. I don't know. Is Johnny coming on tomorrow?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to him at all since the last text message where he said I was sleeping or I just woke up, and that was it. I
think according to Mark, there's a hell of a lineup tomorrow going on. I could be wrong, but there could be some
Mike
stuff
coming on tomorrow. I don't remember, right? I think he is.
He mentioned he is.
Yeah.
Glenn said no ST 10,000 actually. Yeah. Dang. That's one thing that this channel, unless something crazy happened to it. I don't know, sometimes I go back looking for people that I kind of forget about and remember where they were at with, like, let's just say subscribers. And they hadn't put videos up for months upon months upon months. But their subscriber count still just keeps building up. And you can even see, you could look at like the last video and people say, "Hey, where'd you go? Where you at? I just subbed to you." It's like, if you hop on somebody's channel and you look at their latest video and it's from like 6 months ago, I would just assume more than likely it might be they're long gone, or they might be like Vitaly. They might be in prison for a little while. Angel Gomez, what's going on, my brother? Thank you for the donation there. He said, what up, Big Papa and Mark? Just showing a little support and paying down my panel membership fee. Angel Gomez is on a payment plan right now. He's trying to get his money established because he wants to come on a show, and he got in on a Black Friday sale special with me. So he's almost paid up to the point where he's ready to do his thing. So, oh man. But
I don't know, empathy. I've encountered good cops. I mean, good cops and bad cops. I'm not meaning bad as in like they're bad. They're cops that just are a little bit more cockier than others. But I still don't think it's a reason to do half the shit these people do.
no, because I've been around long enough. I've seen a lot of shit in my life, just as well as probably a lot of y'all have too. But I can tell you this, at the end of the day, a higher percentage of people that are in here and across this country, let's just say if you're at home, if you got shit going down at your house, more than likely you ain't calling up a friend to come over. You're calling the police to come over to get your ass some help. So, and I think a lot of people tend to forget that sometimes, when they're out in public, maybe dealing with somebody, What really pisses me off though is when you can tell that you've got a genuine, nice officer that shows respect to everybody, and you got somebody that comes off right off the bat being an asshole, and the cop is still being nice to that person, and you would think, okay, this dude seems cool. Let me tone my shit down. They don't tone it down. They just keep rolling with it. So I don't know, man.
And that's what turns the cops into assholes, dealing with people like that all day long. I'd be an asshole too after a while.
But pretty crazy shit out there, man.
Get any good Black Friday deals?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. At least for my end, this is probably the first year that I didn't purchase a single thing on Black Friday.
Yeah.
Even a step further, on Cyber Monday, I never hopped online and ordered anything.
I didn't really see anything that was like caught my eye.
I guess the sad thing is that obviously I still go to work every day, but it seemed like a while back I would kind of get my butt up a little bit more to go to stores and purchase things. But dude, it's like now where we were all kind of forced to buy shit online, where it seemed like because you couldn't go into half the stores. I'm just like purchasing more shit online now where I don't even fuck around with stores. So it's kind of like I'm not waiting for a Black Friday or anything like that. I've been just buying shit when I need it, and I don't know.
Like where I live now, there must be an Amazon warehouse somewhere because there's a lot more shit that can get here the same day, if not tomorrow morning, for absolutely free if you're a Prime member.
Yeah.
So half the shit I order, I can have like in the same day as if I went to the store.
Yep. Leo Berry, what's up, brother? Thank you for the donation. He says, I was going to donate tomorrow, but tonight is just as good, right? He said, Joke, hope you guys are having a good night. Hashtag blunts for ST fun. Well, there you go.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you don't need to donate shit tomorrow night. Ain't no need in it. If y'all had like thoughts of donating tomorrow and you just want to get it out the way now, go ahead. Feel free. Shit.
That money goes to a good cause on Sunday.
Anyway, so
they want to stay home and get fat. That's the plan. Well, I'm there.
I beat him to it. So, oh man. Yeah, I just haven't,
What's up, Dan?
Dan, what's up? I don't know. It's kind of like at a point to where I don't know what I was going to say. Well, I know what I was trying to say. I guess like if you were gonna buy something for Black Friday, you were looking for the discount. Maybe that you're looking to purchase something, maybe to get like for Christmas gifts or something or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But I don't know, man.
I don't know. Back in the day, like I remember Black Friday sales being good. Like like the flat screen TV for $200 or the DVD
Yeah,
player for $20. Like you don't have that kind of shit anymore.
yeah. Black Friday used to kind of mean something like there was those cool deals that only the fewest were going to be able to get because they were going to
Exactly.
wait on that shit. That everybody would just get the kind of scraps afterwards.
Yep.
But now they start Black Friday off like a month beforehand and are constantly running it. And, it's just, there's a multitude of shit out there. It's not like it's just a few of these that are at a price you can't believe. It's like everything's just kind of
And
where
as
it's
much as
at.
it used to suck, standing outside at like 2 in the morning, waiting for the store to open at 7, that was like the fun in it. Getting
Yeah.
coffee and fucking freezing your ass off outside so you can get that fucking $100 TV or some shit.
That's the one thing
They
that
don't do that
me,
anymore.
me and my kids used to love to do. We wouldn't actually do it, but we would just have fun to go ride around up there and look at the folks that were doing it. So when we would get done with Thanksgiving dinner, we'd normally come back to the house, we'd sit around here, chill for a while. But like about right at midnight, we'd hop in my truck and we'd ride down to like Best Buy and all the stores and the lines of people and the tents everywhere that were set up because people had camped out a couple of days prior because they were wanting to get that new PlayStation or TV or whatever it was going to be. But dude, they had food trucks
Yeah.
like you'd see at the fair parked out in the parking lot lined up and people just scattered all around. It was cool because, it just seemed funny to see shit like that.
Like that was Black Friday to me.
Yeah,
And then you
but
just start randomly talking to people that are in line. Like, what are you here getting? I'm getting the fucking, the DVD player and da 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 da.
yeah, but
Now it's just not even the same anymore.
Leo Berry, look at you coming through. Thank you for the donation, sir. He says, clearing my Sunday night donation schedule. Thanks for the info, ST. You're welcome very much there, sir. And we can't forget old Torola. He says, I was definitely not thinking of donating tomorrow. Well, there you go, sir. Thank you.
Johnny the Beard. The Steelers suck, Johnny. I don't even watch football, and I can tell you they suck.
Yeah, I'll be watching that tomorrow. I'll see what happens there with it. I hadn't talked about that much either, I know, and I probably still don't just talk a whole lot about it. Look, I've been diehard football, but my ass got a little red here, last year? Because folks not, kneeling and all this shit, during the national anthem, all this shit was going on and it was getting to me. It was pissing me off. And I really, be honest, I didn't watch football last year. I watched the first game. And when I seen shit going on, I just kind of turned it off and I said, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm done with this shit. There's a lot of things I feel strong to that I don't always allude to on YouTube, but
That's when they didn't stand for the national anthem.
Yeah, it was pissing me off. It's just, but so I didn't watch shit last year, but this year rolled around, and I'm not gonna lie, because I have watched football all of my life. It was kind of like a drug thing. I was like, damn, I'm just like jonesing for this shit. So I haven't necessarily been watching football like I used to, but when Baltimore plays, I have been trying to catch what I can of that. And they're not doing the greatest this year, even though I can't believe what spot they're in right now for as bad as they're playing. But yeah, go ahead.
Johnny the Beard, you didn't beat the Chicago Bears. You're not on the fucking team. You sit on the couch and watch the team play. He says, at least we beat the Chicago Bears. You didn't beat nobody.
Well, Johnny, Baltimore beat Chicago, so I don't know where that comment's going. So,
What is your Christmas gift from Anakin. I didn't get a Christmas gift from Anakin this year. I'm kind of heartbroken. And Vaporesso promised to send me a personalized Christmas gift. They said we're no longer sending products for review to U.S. reviewers, but we have a Christmas gift coming. Would you like your real name put on it or your Vaping Fagan name? And I said Vaping Fagan, and I never got it.
Well, they probably said, well, that's going to be extra. So if you want to pay for that, we'll go ahead and get that shipped to you.
Them pieces of shit.
I think, well, we all did, people that have done stuff for them. I got an email from, a week or two ago about, I guess they was saying that there was possible bogus accounts that were reaching out to people that was saying they were Anakin and they really weren't.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yep.
So I'm like, well, shit, I ain't talked to Anakin in forever anyway, so I know I didn't have to worry about that. So
we used to always get like little gifts from China on Christmas. I didn't get shit this year.
No, not a Titans fan. Never have been.
Oh, heartbroken.
That's true, Jason. I still think, even though they did send some stuff, a few items beyond him doing that live last year, I feel like that still had some influence there. But two, Vaporesso just doesn't seem to do a whole lot with anybody anymore, I don't think.
Thank you, Johnny. I believe you sent it to me. Or you didn't send it, you handed it to me. Thank you.
See, it's kind of hard to tell with that stuff nowadays, too, because it's not that you don't know if you've pissed a company off because you don't know what the companies are doing nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
From the big to the small, some people are randomly getting some shit here and there, and, some people that you would think that actually get the numbers from views that help sell products, some of those folks are not getting it. Then you wonder, well, why in the hell wouldn't you send it to them?
The companies I don't know. Like the juice companies are the ones that really piss me off sometimes because sometimes people or channels in general will really help get a certain juice like off the ground. And then once you get it off the ground, they just disappear.
Yeah.
Kind of like E&B with their banana gorilla custard.
Mark Still.
I feel like I had some kind of influence of getting that particular juice off the ground. And I reached out to them to see if I could buy some juice. And they tell me no.
Well, won't you tell the full story on that?
I think I said, can you cut me a deal on some juice?
You left cut the deal part out on that.
And they said, no, but you could buy it from these websites. I'm like, come on, man. Are you serious? You're not going to sell me any juice?
I will say that I don't know how much influence Mark had with that particular juice, but he did turn me on to it. I would have never known about it if it wasn't for him doing it. So I'm assuming as much as he broadcasted that shit for as long as he did, I mean, there's a reason why he liked it. There's a reason why I love it now.
I never heard of E&B in my life until I started doing those videos and shouting out that banana juice. And E&B started popping up everywhere. So I had some kind of influence on that. I have to take some kind of credit. Sorry.
But I ain't gonna lie. This right here, I just broke this one out the other day.
You son of a bitch.
I still got some of the ones that, because I had a stash of it before I got my other stash in from that, again, that miraculous sale that I guess we caused some havoc with. But I've just recently started tapping into those bottles a little bit. But, and you know what? We were so pissed off when we both got our boxes. Because when we got them, we both tested them. And Mark actually tried to vape on one. He said, dude, something's not right about this shit. He said, it doesn't taste like what this other one did. It's not that, the flavor's not there. And I was like, oh man, dude, even though we got a discount, we just forked out this much money on some freaking shit because they were trying to rush it out. I will say this, it needed some steep time, and as much steep time as I've given it now. And when I broke this bottle out the other day, oh my God, dude.
It's perfect.
Oh, it is the shit right now, son.
B&B, if you're watching, which I know you're not, I hate you and I hate your company.
Oh, man. Nathan, thank you for that other Asian money. He said Sunday nights Asian dollars for UST. Thank you very much there, sir. Yeah. You know, there was, and I don't mean to say this hatefully, but if there was only a few companies that were going to be left at the end of the line, E&B really needed to be one of them. Because I mean, honestly, I could vape this shit on until I'm done with it. Like either I'm done with vaping, or vaping's done with me, or vaping's done with me and put me in the ground. Whatever the case might be, that's really the last thing I needed right there. But you know, shit happens. I will say this though, and I just did this tonight right before the show, and it seems to be working the way it needs to. So I haven't used the Eclipse here in a little bit because of my thoughts that I expressed when I first got it about feeling that I needed just a little bit higher nic in it. Mm-hmm. I finally broke out that bottle of 6 milligram banana that Ginger sent and running it in it at 50 watts. Dude, it's
perfect now, right?
It's good now. Yeah. I needed that boost of nic in it, so. Vaping on me. Mark's the only one knows that. I don't know.
If everyone is such a great DIYer, then why can't anyone make me the perfect banana e-liquid, and I could pay them tons of money and just buy it off of them? Where was that at? I didn't see that comment. Oh, ST Vapes, how's Brian? Shit, get the fuck out of here. Brian, he ain't nobody heard him, seen him, nothing.
Who asked that other question?
What other question?
The one you just read off about the banana.
Oh, nobody.
Oh, that was you?
No, everyone's saying that they DIY.
Oh. Well, you got 2 liters there. Is that?
Oh, yeah. I'll burn through that pretty quick. I already cracked into it.
Yeah, that's true.
I burned through almost 120. I got a little left.
See, that's the difference between me and Mark. I mean, like what I got will last me a long time, but I don't vape like you. Mark vapes basically like he's vaping right now all day and half the night.
Yeah, I wish I was doing MTL.
So yeah, he burns through. But 2, I work, so I go for long periods in my day where I don't vape at all. To where Mark is kind of at that point where he can vape all day. So
I keep telling myself I'm going to start doing MTL and stop doing the sub-ohm shit, but I never end up doing it.
Yeah, but the problem is with that, you've got to find that right MTL juice now. And now you're in a bad spot because you didn't stock up on MTL shit.
Nope, I got a shit ton of 3 milligram.
You'd basically, I guess you'd have to go to a damn shop now to find something and then hope that shop's going to have it, and then you're going to pay out to ask for it.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Unless the banana stuff, damn. How do you do that?
I've never seen that before in my life.
How do you, G3, I don't know who you are, but thank you, sir. I'm curious, how did you do that? How did you
start having tears on mine?
Well, you do have tears, don't you?
Do I? Okay. I don't know. I thought I just had one flat fee.
But he started off as a newbie and then he upgraded all in one show. I didn't know that was possible to do. But hey, sir, I thank you very much for that right there. And Mr. Angel Gomez, thank you for the donation, sir. He says, I missed out on the E&B deal because Mark told everyone about the deal on his show. So I'm giving you the donation I was going to give him tomorrow. Well, thank you very much, sir, Angel.
Well, remember correctly, because Batman was doing a live show and he's the one that mentioned the sale. So when he mentioned the sale, I'm like, oh shit, that's an awesome sale. So I spread the word because I assume it was a sale for half the world.
I will say that Santos did drop the ball on that one right there, and we just ran with it because that's all we knew.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were doing our part. We were purchasing like everybody else was, and we thought, hey, you know what? This is like their last hoorah, so why not tell the world about it? Like, get them all they can up in there, and then bam, that one fell through. I guess they got a whole lot more business than what they intended to get. And
And then they come back and say, "Oh, that sale wasn't meant to be for everyone." I'm like, "Well, how am I supposed to know that? I didn't know that."
I would still think, I can't remember exactly what price we paid for that. I know it was cheaper. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a damn good price. Huh?
Was it $10 for 120?
Man, it was either like $8 or $10. I can't remember what. I think it was $8 a bottle actually.
I think I bought 30 bottles, I think.
No, you bought 20.
20. Should have bought 30. God damn it.
So, but still, just me. I'm not a business person. I'm not in the juice making business. But if you were selling 100 ml bottles at $8 and you just like sold a shit ton, I mean, wouldn't you still make a damn good chunk of change off of that?
I would think.
I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe like the price.
Whoever runs that place, I don't know who runs it, but they seem like kind of a shady person because remember they closed their doors, and then they closed their doors to people in the U.S. So people in the U.S. couldn't buy it. Then they reopened. Then they did all this weird. I don't know. I love to know who owns E&B because I don't know.
And not to say that I had like inside information or anything like that, but things did seem just a hair bit different wasn't it Ashley that we were dealing with at first, and she left and went to a different juice place?
Yeah, I thought that was her name.
I think when she left, things seemed to change a little bit. So maybe something was going on, and there was a reason why she got out of there. And
yeah,
again,
had to happen.
I'm spitballing. I don't know the real reason. I'm just kind of like speculating. So I know I'll have a bunch of messages in the morning like, hey, I hear y'all talking shit about us. But
because I know they were sending their juice out to like a lot of people for free in exchange for them just kind of advertising for them, which is kind of a good deal. You know, you send someone 3 or 4 bottles of 120 for free advertising, whether they, you know, word gets around. And when all you see is E&B bottles everywhere, you're going to want to buy the shit. And it obviously worked because they're still, in business.
There was like, it was unbelievable what people were getting. Like,
yeah.
It almost seemed like people were just creating channels just to get the free juice. Because people were getting these huge boxes of juice, and you could look at their count and they'd have like maybe 10 subscribers. And it's like, I'm just doing the math. If I'm a business person and I'm sending my product out to people that can really put the name out there, I want folks that got the numbers to back it. At least maybe not even so much the numbers, that can get the views out there so the product can be seen. You can go back and huh?
I think the way they did it, that's how they did it at first. But by sending it to smaller people who really didn't have channels, those are the people that hang out and chat on live shows. So they're going to talk about the juice and kind of back the juice, you know. Even though they're sending it to, like, you send the bigger reviewers, I don't know, 10, 20 bottles, whatever that you usually send them. And then like just random people that hang out and chat, send them a bottle or two. And that way you got more and more people spreading the word about the company. And then before you know it, everyone knows about the company. Like, I never heard of E&B. I don't think anyone has when it first started out. And then now it's like everyone heard of them, you know?
I'm trying to think if when I first heard about E&B, if it wasn't when Santos was getting his line started, or did I know about it beforehand?
Because remember I told you about I introduced you to the banana.
So it was, okay, so it was before that. Okay.
But yeah, right when that chick left, or she said she was leaving, that's when shit got weird.
Yeah. So, she was cool to deal with. I mean, if you needed to know some information about a particular juice or whatever, she was always quick and responsive to answer. And then whoever else like took that part of the business up, if you'd ask a question, I mean, your shit can go unanswered forever. You know, it was like, okay, it's like nobody's there to answer shit anymore. I don't know. But are you still a customer though, Dan?
Where do you buy? Do you still buy? Where do you buy it at, Dan? Do you pay those outrageous prices on whatever website it is?
I think that's the only place you can get it from.
I wish I could. Kip Drippers. That's shit. I wish I could.
What's that?
Play Holy Wars by Megadeth? Hell no. I wish I could though. Give me about a year to learn it, and I probably could.
I got a little ukulele I can play it on. It ain't shit.
Mark needs some of that meth laced banana bondage.
Damn.
Someone sent me, I think, 2 bottles of banana bondage a while ago. They got it. I guess they ordered it, whatever. And when I got it, it didn't taste what I remembered it to taste like. It tastes something like totally different. And either I was just not used to it anymore, but it wasn't what I remember it to be.
Hold on, Troy, are you not a member in any of the groups? Because I posted it all to the groups. It was kind of last minute though, but I did post it in the groups at least an hour prior to the showing. Okay. Dan says he's went to the underground.
Well, hook me up with an underground fucking connection.
Yeah, if you got an underground to banana custard and it's not like some secondhand shit that somebody's like mixing up in a tub, hook a brother up.
Because I remember Brad, I bought some new banana. Some kind of new banana liquid that he found, and I was hoping that it was going to be good and it's going to be the new liquid I could find and buy, but it wasn't really.
Yeah,
it didn't do it for me.
I still have like y'all, everybody knows I love strawberry jam monster. I still got new bottles stashed to the side, which I mean, you can still get that, but I hadn't even gotten to the point where I'm like, I really need to give banana a rest for a while and do something. Dude, I mean, I have vaped some other stuff, but I'm still picking up a device somewhere around here that's got banana in it.
I'll even trade people. I got some legit, before they started using synthetic nicotine, Mike Vape strawberry donut.
Don't get me started.
And Boston cream. If you buy it now, you get the synthetic nicotine. This is the OG nicotine. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, man. So, I better leave that one alone.
Leave it alone. Bathtub juice mode on.
I will say this, just from what I've I've learned over the past few days to a week. I don't know if all synthetic nicotine is the same or if there's different ones out there that have different effects. But I can say that I have tried stuff with synthetic in it now, and to me, synthetic sucks.
It's too smooth,
It just
reminds me of Nick Salt, kinda. It's just too smooth,
It don't even remind me of Nick Salt. This shit, I'm not a synthetic person, and if this is what the world's gonna have to go to for a while, and it's all like this, well, I feel sorry for a lot of folks.
I just don't get that kick that I get from the regular nicotine.
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed. So I guess I've never done my homework on synthetic to know, or I've heard a lot of talk about it, but I guess here till recently, I've never had a chance to even mess with it yet. And now that I have, it's not for me.
Liquid recipe search for banana skid marks.
Damn.
There's a banana skids mark.
I think it's banana skids mark. Mark. And he should have put an S on the T in the marks.
Is true nic and synthetic nicotine the same thing? No.
No. Well, from what we've experienced here that I got sitting in front of me, there's no comparison. No comparison at all between the two. Regular Nick is the shit and synthetic is shit.
There you go.
So, and I've heard a lot of talk where people are saying, well, you know, to do what we got to do, we'll run with synthetic. And the only thing synthetic that seems to really work is if you're putting synthetic oil in your vehicle, because synthetic nicotine just, ugh.
And a lot of people have said that synthetic nicotine does change the flavor of the juice. So if you have a flavor that you love that uses regular nic and they swap it to synthetic, the flavor will change. I don't know why all these companies are switching to synthetic. They think they're going to be able to like go under the radar somehow. They're going to ban that shit too, right? I mean,
well, my understanding, and I could be wrong on this, but I could have swore here a while back when folks were saying, you know, nicotine was either sky high to buy. I'm not a DIYer, but I've heard people say it's expensive. But then I heard people say it was really expensive and they couldn't even get their hands on it anymore. But they could get this synthetic shit. And if that's what people are having to do to compensate right now.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up a good point last night. We were in Mark's room last night. And somebody made mention, well, hey, if somebody gets a juice with synthetic in it and they never knew what it tasted like anyway, they might enjoy the experience. And that's a fair statement to make. But what about the shit ton of people that have been vaping already that's had it a certain way and then they've got to go to a synthetic? They're going to probably be feeling the same as what myself and Mark does, saying, this ain't cutting it. And I don't even know what it's like in like a 3, like Mark experienced. Mine was in a 12. So I'm looking for that kind of punch. I'm looking for that hit. And when I'm not getting that at all, you can understand where we're going with that shit.
What nicotine did that one liquid use? The pistache. That wasn't regular nicotine, right? Didn't he use something special?
His was a Nick salt.
Was it a Nick salt? Okay, because that one's really smooth too.
But that Nick salt wasn't really like a full on Nick salt.
Oh yeah, it was like
I forget how they actually worded it. So it was a little smoother, but it still had that hit. You could feel the hit. This right here, I feel absolutely nothing, and it's
totally different.
It's like driving me nuts. So
companies are using synthetic nic to get around the PMTAs because the Tobacco Control Act only covers tobacco. Yeah, but you know that's gonna change. I'm surprised.
Look,
they haven't hit that yet. I'm shocked.
Look at Dan's comment. Exactly. So I know I'm not the only one thinking this.
Yep. Dan said last night that said the same thing, Dan.
So if y'all can't see it, Dan just said wife's favorite juice swapped over to synthetic and she hates it. She's been vaping it for years. Not no more.
Dan, you got 6 bottles of 3 milligram pistache. You want to do a trade for something, or are you saving that for something? I'll do a trade.
Mark,
we can't do trades on here, but
well, Mark, if you need 3 milligrams pistache, just let me know.
Hell yeah, pistache.
I didn't know you. I didn't know. I do. Just we'll get you hooked up.
I got like whatever the high ones he made. Weird numbers like 18 or some shit.
So yeah, if y'all haven't been able to travel down that road yet to try it, or you're going to be forced into trying it, there's probably going to be a lot of disappointed folks out there on that one.
Okay, the individual states are trying to ban it. Okay, my bad. I just remember when this first started happening, people were saying like, "Oh, what about synthetic nicotine?" And then people were saying, "Oh, that's going to be part of it too." So that's I don't know.
Well, and two, when I was hearing the word synthetic, I'm thinking, okay, it's, obviously something a little different, but I was thinking they had devised, or I'm using the wrong word. They had created something that was going to be basically identical. You weren't going to see any change in it. But this is like a night and day change for me. I'm like, oh no, this ain't working.
Yeah, there is a difference.
But two, if that's all, I mean, if that's what you've got to deal with, if that's the hand you've been dealt, and that's how you got to deal with it, that's how you got to deal with it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd rather have synthetic than nothing at all.
Yeah, and I mean, some people would be like, some people will be like, hey, I can handle it. It's no biggie. But there's some people that are not going to take to it well.
Cracked into it. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Banana bondage clone right here.
Mine's still sitting in the big airtight bag. I won't need to break into that one for a while. So I'm covered on banana for a good while. So, but
what he made is, I don't know. It's not. It's almost like a banana something.
Well, hold on. Let's be fair about this.
It's good though. It's good. I told him it was way better than the first one.
So when we talked about this, obviously we both love banana bondage. I mean, it's just a fact. We did. There was other flavors from that particular person that we love too, but y'all know the story and we don't need to rehash that one. But we went so long without having it. As good as it was, we can't remember exactly what it tasted like. So when you're trying to tell somebody, hey, it tasted like this, and they're thinking, okay, well, let me create this and this and that. Even when you get it, you don't really have anything to compare off of to say, oh man, you nailed that one right there.
Yeah.
And honestly, I will give this to that person. I don't think that recipe will ever, even if they put the recipe out there, I don't think that it'll be replicated like she did it.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
NASCAR version 2 coming up, Mark. What?
I don't have a clue. Well,
John, what are you talking about?
Look who just woke up. Bachelor was drunk on the couch, passed out, and then he got up and he said, oh shit, they're doing a show.
Yep. There was some good juice, man, that kiddie pool. I agree.
I'll 100% back you on that one. That was some bad to the bone stuff right there.
I love the hazy custard and the other custard. And you can mix the custards with the banana bondage. You could do all kinds of shit.
That sinful apple, that was one right there. That's another one like the banana. If that's all I had left, I could have taken sinful apple out to the end of time because it was that good to me. Oh, it was.
I hate it. Oh,
that was the bomb for me right there. I love that.
I think I even remember the day that she made the first batch banana bondage because I tried it in Vegas at the house we were staying at. And then she gave me a bottle of it. I'm like, oh, this is it right here. That shit was fucking woo.
Yep. Yeah, she was sending a few of us out bottles to taste it to see, hey, do I need to do anything to it? Is it where it needs to be? And then finally, it was like, bam, it was open to the public. So,
Ryan, yes, my favorite tank is still the Sakers. I'm vaping it now. When you first install a coil and you put juice in it, wait 10 minutes. If you don't wait 10 minutes and you vape it right away, it's going to be burnt. You might as well throw the coil in the garbage.
I forgot to do this, even though we're not really, I didn't think we were going to do a vape show, but like I said, we always get to talking about shit. I just heard it, cha-ching. Anytime we show Sakers, we're getting paid. So that was That's probably another 1,000 in the account right there for that. So
If that was the case, I'd be fucking rich right now. And whenever you use any kind of sub-ohm tank, like with a pod system, you could probably wait 5 minutes with a new coil, but sub-ohm tanks with the coil being a lot larger, I like to wait 10 minutes. If you don't wait, now if the coil's been used already and it's already saturated with liquid, you don't have to wait. But a new coil, yeah, you got to wait a little bit.
Apathy, not to my knowledge. I don't know of anybody that's talked to her anymore. She's probably, if I know her, well, I really don't know her now, but I'm assuming that she's either underground somehow doing something or she's no longer around anymore. I don't know.
I wait 15 minutes, but the coils taste off for 50 hits. Then it's good, no issue. Well, there are some bad coils, but I've experienced like after the second or third day on some coils, they taste like the it tastes like a burning mesh, like a burning wire, like a hot spot. But now these newer coils that I got, I don't know. I haven't gotten that problem yet. There's two different tastes. Like, are you tasting burning cotton or are you tasting burning metal? If it's burning metal, then it's probably a defective coil. If it's burnt cotton, then you might have not waited long enough, or you let the tank drop down too low with liquid. Because remember, you got to keep the liquid filled at least a quarter of the way in that tank.
I will say this: as long as I've been using a Saker's tank, and I've been using the shit out of them, because it's a good one to me. I don't know if I looked out and got good coils at the beginning because I stocked up on a shit ton of them. Well, I say a shit ton. I'm starting to go through them now, but so I'm not having the problems that Mark's been talking about. Like, I just do like what we've always been taught to do, what we try to tell people to do. I put a coil in, let it prime for just a couple. I mean, I don't just stick a coil in, slap juice in, and start vaping at it. You know, I put my coil in, I let it soak for just a few, and then I start using it. I have never had a single issue out of a coil yet, but I have noticed on maybe one or two coils that I wasn't getting the life out of it like I was getting out of some of the other ones. Not to say that I was only getting 3 days out of a coil, but like when we first got those tanks and I put the coil in, dude, I easily went. Dude, I was into almost my 3rd week before I changed it out.
Yeah, so far, the coils I've gotten that came with the master tank have been good.
Good, yeah. So it's kind of hit and miss, but you know what? I think every sub-ohm tank on this planet that's been made, there's obviously going to be coils that have to be made for it, and you're going to get your good ones and your bad ones, and sometimes you might be that very unlucky son of a bitch that gets box after box that were bad ones, or you could be that lucky one to never get a bad one in the bunch. It's just whatever hand you dealt. So
Arbitrary, or however you say your name, I agree with you. I'm a huge fan of 50/50 liquids. It seems like they don't even make them anymore in 3 milligram, because 50/50, you get better flavor and you get a better throat hit. You just don't get as much vapor like you do with like all VG, but I think PG 50/50 is way better.
Ryan,
And you're not going to clog up your coils, and you won't get, so much better.
Ryan asked, which Saker's coil is your favorite, the 2-in-1 or the other? I'm gonna be honest with you. The 2-in-1 or the other one, they both are like a what? 1.7, 1.6, something like that.
Point.
Yeah. Excuse me. But they're both rated for 70 watts. I will tell you this. Other than that newer coil, I haven't had a chance to try the master tank with that 40-watt coil, but I've got boxes of both of those. And to me, and this is just me, they taste identical. I don't see a difference.
Yeah, they're the same coil. The 2-in-1 has an extra lead on it to help it ramp up quicker, but mesh already ramps up fast as it is, so I don't really see the purpose in that. But
Yeah.
I would think the I would think the 2-in-1 would have probably more issues with getting hot spots than the regular what 0.16 whatever.
Yeah.
So if I were going to buy coils, I would not get the 2-in-1.
Again, well, that's Mark's opinion. I will say this. I don't even I've just got all the boxes stacked up in a box. I don't even look at which box I'm grabbing because that's how much of a difference it doesn't make to me. Because whatever coil I slap in there, it just tastes like the same thing. It
Oh
doesn't.
yeah,
It doesn't do anything more than what the other does. And I run all mine at the max, the 70 watts.
yeah, I
So
agree. They both taste the same. They do
yeah,
both taste exactly the same.
I don't feel like I'm pushing out any more vapor if I use one or the other. I don't feel like the taste has been changed. Obviously, the wattage max is the same on it. It's just, but you might have that connoisseur of sub-ohm coils that, like, oh no, I can tell the difference.
Like this is the point 0.4 coil, and I swear the flavor is probably almost just as good as the 0.16 and 0.17. But you're only vaping it at what 40 watts. It's damn
Yes.
good though.
It just doesn't seem, I mean, there's no heat on it already, even
Yeah,
at 70, but at 40 just seems like, I don't know, 40 doesn't seem like I'd be getting satisfied, but if
is that a lot of vapor for 40?
that is a lot of vapor though for 40.
It is
So
cooler though, but still got like the flavor on it's fucking super good on that one.
I, I've gotten so used to using like whatever I'm using. It just seems like everything I'm using obviously is a lower wattage now. If I pick something up randomly that I might have had laying around that's like 80, 85 watts, 90, I don't know, it might have put a little hurting on me now because I don't really get up in those wattages anymore.
Mm, 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 yeah. What's up, Ruben?
Ruban.
How many milligrams of Nick at 40 watts? You could do whatever you want. I mean, I'm assuming 3 or maybe 6 milligram would be ideal.
I don't know though, for as much vapors you just blew out, even though it's lower wattage, that
Yeah,
might be a lot to consume at a higher nick.
I want to stick to 3 milligrams. Mm, 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 mm.
I see there's talk about the Oxfa, what is it? I just lost it.
This Oxford thing that I keep hearing about?
The Arbiter, is that how it's pronounced? Arbiter? It's
Yes.
a somebody was saying it's a piece of shit.
Is it a piece of shit?
I don't know.
I
I don't
don't know
have
how
it.
to DIY.
Who
I
said
had
that?
the shit once. I tried it. I actually put some effort into it, and it's not. I can't DIY. It's just too much. I don't have the patience.
Yeah, but we missed that boat. We missed that boat
Yeah.
right there. I know people. No, you hadn't. Yeah, we missed the boat on that one because all the learning we'd have to do and all the shit we'd have to stock up on. I don't even know where you get half that shit. And well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the patience to do it. So
Like I never got into it because I was doing reviews. This is back when like I was doing reviews full time, so I had so much shit to do. I didn't have time to learn how to do DIY and patience, and now plus I was getting all the liquid from the companies for review, so I had no need. But then when I did get all the shit from a company to do DIY, I went on someone's show. I forgot the guy's name. He's no longer around, but and Fresh was on the show with us, I think, and they were teaching me how to weigh it out, and I bought the scale and shit, and it was just I. Eh.
is that how you're referring to Brian now?
No, it wasn't Brian. This one guy, Elevator Dan. There we go.
Oh, Dan down in Texas.
Yep. And he
Yeah.
gave me a bunch of fucking mason jars of liquid. But there's too much like trial and error when you first start with DIY, and I want the shit to be good the minute I mix it.
Yeah.
I'm too impatient. No more current events on Friday night. My friend Angela is killing me to watch her being confused. Bachelor does not like when Angela expresses her beliefs on certain topics. It pisses Bachelor off.
I know. I know. She just doesn't know.
Yep, doesn't have a clue. Just give me the recipe and I'll make you it. Well, then, if you're gonna make it for me, then you might as well just find the recipe too, Jason. Shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, God, how many times have we talked about DIY and getting into
Yep.
that stuff? But
I'll
see,
reimburse you for your time.
I think with me and DIY, I've always said the only thing I really would have wanted to do was just create that one juice that, like we talk about, that one that can carry you on out, you never get sick of. That would be cool because then I could have stockpiled shit up. But I'm not into like, man, what should I mix up today? Should I do like a cheesecake and you know, steak and shrimp, or you know, just whatever weird shit you want to mix up? I'm not that creative person to do that shit. So
For me, there's too many flavors, and then on top of there being too many flavors, there's too many companies that make those flavors. So to be like, oh, don't use the Capella banana, use the blah 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 banana, and it's like, oh my, it's like you got to keep notes on this shit. You got to have a book and remember, and oh, it's too much. My brain just can't handle all that information.
see, my luck, I'd come home and there'd be a chewed open bottle of Nick laying on the floor, and there'd be two deceased cats laying somewhere in his house. uh,
I even bought the flavor shots and the pre-nicked VG, and all I had to do was just dump the flavor in the bottle. I couldn't even handle that.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Let's go one step further. Mark actually had, in the beginning, a whole DIY set sent to him.
I remember that.
And I'm not talking about little teeny boxes. It was enough boxes to fill that whole shelf behind. I mean, to stack up huge boxes.
I felt bad.
Man, he had the whole kit and caboodle right there. And it probably went out on the street after a few weeks of sitting there or something like that.
I sent some people some of the stuff because I wasn't using it, but yeah, this company sent me like fucking glass beakers and all kinds. I got like FedEx boxes and like, what the fuck is all this shit? And they sent everything, and I just never.
We were actually in a hangout when this shit showed up, if I remember correctly, because he was bringing in boxes after. And again, I'm not talking about little box. His son bitch had huge boxes of shit and started pulling out all this stuff. And it didn't look like cheap shit either. And I was like, dude, they sent you a whole freaking like master set of starting this stuff up. And he didn't do a damn thing with it.
No, I sent all the. I remember I sent all the flavors to somebody. I sent some of the. I didn't send the glass shit out because the glass shit was too. It was like really thin glass, and that shit would break so easily.
Yeah.
I tried. I just didn't succeed.
Sasha, I know I've spoke with her. She loves to do DIY, and that's cool. But there's just some folks out there that either don't have the patience or just don't have an interest in doing it at all. They prefer to go to the store and spend what, $50 now just to get a bottle, I guess. But or whatever the case might be. But
it's almost like rolling your own cigarettes. Like rolling your own cigarettes used to be way cheaper than buying the cigarettes, and you had people that would roll their own, and people that didn't have patience to roll their own. They just wanted to buy the pack and be done.
Yep.
Same thing.
But it's, I guess it's just, you either got to want to and love it, or, you know, you just, you don't do it. So there was a few times that it sparked my interest a little bit when I would see, like when I'd see people closer to me that were doing it. And I'll just say, you know, Brian started doing it there. And when he started up, I kind of was watching and I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I ought to give this a shot. And then it wouldn't take but 2 hours later, my mind being somewhere else, I didn't think about it anymore. So that meant I really didn't want to do it. So
if anyone poured more money into it that went to waste, it'd be Brian. When I went to his house, he had a fucking the biggest selection of flavors I've ever seen in my life, and he didn't touch any of that shit.
He had, that was the one thing, you know, whenever Brian got involved with something, he wasn't doing it half-ass. He was going in full blown on it. So he had that whole kitchen slammed out with shit off in there. So, but
hold on, Glenn, let me look.
But you know, people like, and just because I know Fresh is somebody, he's dedicated to that. He is somebody that loves to DIY. He's made his channel basically off of that. You know, that's his love right there. And for some people, that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. I ain't got nothing against DIY.
It's just
get into it.
Not my cup of tea. But we've tried a few people's stuff that we know pretty good that have done DIY, and it's like, wow, you know, that's pretty good. And I would vape that right there, but you know,
Glenn, I'm gonna sodomize you. I ain't got no damn email from you. Tell me to check my email. There's no goddamn email in there.
He just realized he found a new little emoji thing he could post. He just wanted to put it up there. He needed a reason for it.
No one knows anything what Brian's doing.
Yeah, we don't have a clue. I think we're what, almost a year we hadn't talked to him, so I couldn't tell you.
Dr. Mantis Toboggan, MD.
I love when doctors attend this show right here. I really do love it.
Can you write me a script, doctor?
I need one too. It's something I'd rather talk about off camera.
Yeah.
But like when we go off the air, there's some prescriptions I need you to get me hooked up on.
I always wondered if you're a doctor, can you write prescriptions? Let's say like your wife or your kid like needs something. Can you just, you know, pull out your tab and just, here you go, run that to the.
Well, you got to remember they can be held accountable for.
Not painkillers. I'm saying just like regular medicine.
I'm certain I can, but
if you're at a barbecue, it's like, and you're with your buddy, like, oh, you got a rash? Here, let me just take that. Go fill that. And I wonder if they could do that. Just hand out scripts.
I don't think it's that easy just to hand out stuff without actually going. They would probably say, hey, you still need to come in for an appointment, and then I'll write it for you. But I don't think you can be sitting out in the backyard fucking chugging beer down with your buddy and you being a doctor and him saying, hey, look, I got this rash. You think you can write me a script out real quick and I'll go get it filled right now.
That would be nice. Oh, it has to be documented. Okay. What's fun is that? It's got to be documented.
Yep.
Read my comment earlier. I said, hit him up. He's got thousands of dollars worth. What about Brian?
I'm assuming, and I'm not
hitting him up. He ain't replying to nobody.
Well, I have no reason to hit him up anymore.
Yeah, Johnny the Beard is obsessed with a mole or birthmark that you have on your neck. We went live. I forgot. We went live last week, and he took a screenshot of the screen, and he pointed out a mole or a birthmark that you have on your neck, and he's concerned about it.
Wow, people have got that much time on their hands. Johnny, are you serious?
I'm surprised he was able to see it. Like, how do you? I had to zoom in. I'm like, what? It's a regular old mole. What's so special about it?
But I will do this though, Johnny. I will do this. You send me. Go ahead. You can put it in donations right now. Get it set up, and when I get paid out, I'll go up to the doctor and use that as my copay, and we'll get it squared up. How about that?
Mark and ST, what are you guys doing for Christmas holiday this year? Any plans or trips anywhere?
I'll be working up till Christmas, and then I don't know. I'm not doing anything special.
I don't know. Well, we're pretty excited because now that we have our own house, we can actually have holidays at our house. Before we could never living in a trailer, like you could barely fit yourself in a trailer. So now that we have a house, like we're super stoked on holidays because now we can be the ones that fucking do the dinners. So
Yeah, but you don't want anybody at your house, so why does that even matter?
So I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't want people here, but at the same time, we want people here. So we're gonna figure it out.
No, I haven't had my GPS chip installed yet. That's not been a mandated thing yet.
I've never been to Nam. I watched all the Nam videos. I would love to go there. They're bringing it back in June. That'd be awesome. That would be fun as hell to go to. Any best of videos this year? Ugh.
It's going to be a short list, I can tell you that. Well, for Mark, it'll be a long list because everything he's touched this year was the best of 2021. Yes. So,
unless you want best pod system of 2020, I mean, that's pretty much what it's going to be. I reviewed mainly all pods this year. I don't even think I did a best of last year, now that I think about it.
But I'm assuming we will. I don't know if it's going to be Christmas night. When is Christmas anyway? Christmas, I think, is on Saturday this year.
Hey, Ziggy, what day is Christmas this year?
Christmas will be on Saturday, December 25th.
There you go. I don't know. I mean, we might do something that night. I'm not going to promise anything because it seems like always by Christmas night, because it seems like there's always been a bunch of shit going on. I'm normally kind of like dead tired and burned out and all that, but you never know. You never know. But I'm certain we'll do a spur of the moment type of thing that'll kind of coincide there with something.
Yeah. Just say yes or no. Have you seen the latest on the school shooter's family and friends?
Yeah, we rewind the show up to close to the beginning. We discussed it then.
I haven't heard about the friends part. Family, yeah, but not the friends.
We have got groundbreaking news from that. So if you rewind the show, you'll hear things you've never heard about it yet because we're just like the media. ST, are you only 46? I wish I was only 46. That would be nice. But no, I'm a bit older than that. Not by much, but.
Stu Rep, I think I got a bulk at the ohms jump. You have a black one, correct? I bet.
What the hell is a bunk bulk?
A bad one.
That's what you call bad as a bunk?
A bunk, I guess. The black ones have some of the black ones have issues where the resistance jumps around because of the way they plated it at the factory when they were machining them. The stainless ones don't have the issue. There's some black ones that don't have the issue. I was replacing all of them. This was a nightmare when I did it. I agreed to replace anyone who had a bad bulk. I said, email me. I should have never have done that because I was sending bulks out every week. But yeah.
Sasha, you wish you were. You wish you were. I think I was the one to discover the issues with the black bulk.
Somebody was.
I was, because I remember when I got it, I put it on a DNA and it was acting all kind of crazy.
Yeah. And I remember telling Omir about it. We got hopped on a call and Skype, and they were like denying it. I'm like, look, I start opening like all of them, and I'm like, for some reason, the black ones are doing it. And then they eventually came clean and told me that something to do with when they manufactured it. The plating was, it wasn't like you couldn't sand it off. It wasn't that, because we tried that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if they fucked up the manufacturing, wouldn't you go back to the company that manufactured them and said, hey, these are fucked up, replace them? But they apparently didn't do that. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to replace everyone that has a bad one. I'm going to replace it. And then sure enough, I was sending those things out left and right. Oh, it was a fucking nightmare.
Yep. I haven't seen, somebody said, let me look where it's at. Oh, Johnny the Beard said, ST is as old as Marvin Norton.
Holy Jesus.
That would be a no, hell no. Now that I've said Marvin's name, I'm assuming that he's going to come out of that deep sleep he's in at the home, and his nurse is either going to notify him that there is a show on with one of his favorite personalities and that he'll jump in this chat here in just a second, or we won't hear shit from him because it's way past his bedtime. I don't know.
What's up, Mr. Swearingen?
Swearingen, what's going on, brother? 2, this is something else. So we got 163 folks in here. I am going to ask one thing. Because I was kind of looking today, and we need to do this. I think I'm less than 20 people shy of having 1,000 members in the ST Facebook group.
Oh, I was going to say 1,000 members on YouTube. You better get the hell out of here.
So I need you folks that are not in the group. I need you to go over to the group, answer the questions, just entertain me and answer the questions. Because when I don't see questions answered now, I just automatically decline it. I don't even give it a second glance. Let's get it over 1,000. Let's get it at 1,000 or over 1,000. Just entertain me and do that for me, please. Don't have to do it right now, but let's just do that. And Mark, Paul wants you to see, I remember your name. Paul wants you to check your email.
Who makes my juice? Nobody makes my juice. I just buy it wherever I can get it. I'm going to check my email again. Oh, there's Paul. Look, I got an email. Screenshot of what?
I guarantee you, but don't say it. I guarantee you he is showing you his collection of his shit, right?
No. Do you know this person? Those are really nice titties.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm freaking way out in center field on this one.
Yeah, this has got to be fake.
Sasha, this is your homework you've got to get a Facebook account and you've got to go join the group. How about that?
You're not on Facebook. Why are you a pedophile?
How are you not on Facebook?
Because the only people that are down on Facebook are pedophiles because they can't get on Facebook. And Paul, I'm assuming you don't know that chick. Don't lie and say it's your girlfriend, because I know damn well it's not your girlfriend. Some random chick you just found on the internet on Google.
I'm not talking about you, Bachelor. Paul, we got another Paul on here too.
Because if that was your girlfriend, you wouldn't be here on a fucking Saturday night watching this show. Let's just say that. Thank you. Yeah, some of the black ones work, some don't.
Look at Swearingen. Swearingen's being nice to you. Yeah, he says I have a black one and mine's perfect. You ain't got to lie on here. You know you can say whatever it is you want to say. Go on. No, it's not True Vapor Group, Benji. It's easy. ST Vapes Group. That's all you got to do.
Oh, you have no idea. I want to see pictures of women that you know. I want to see real life women, not these fake models that live in other countries that you'll never get to encounter in your life.
Wow, there's a new name.
I want wrinkles. I want sagginess. Angel Gomez, Christopher. Which one's? Oh, Bud Cool Ford. Hey, ST.
Bud Cool Ford.
What's up, Bud? I answered the questions. Why did it ask for my penis length?
It's just part. It's part of the.
Part of it.
It's just part of the deal there. Oh man.
Wow, there's a lot of good black ones.
That was the only thing I hate. And you know, for products I did review, I was honest. I gave the opinion of what I thought of it, but it sucked because when I got that was the one that was sent to me for review for March, was the black one. And as soon as I got it, put a build on it, I threw it on a DNA device, and man, it was acting all kind of crazy. So the first thing I did was hit up Mark and I said, dude, are you having any? I can't remember what the exact conversation was, but we talked about it a while, and it was a constant thing. So we had thought, well, maybe I got a bad one. Well, Mike just happened to get a black one too, and he started having issues.
I was fucking pissed.
And it was like, dude, you know, so then I says, is this something you think that they need to work out and let's hold off on this? Or do you want me to go ahead? Because I said, I got to mention this doing a review. And Mark's like, dude, that's what you got to do. Do it. So I did it. I think I was probably the first one to say something in a video.
Oh, I went to Omer and I went off on them. That's when our relationship started going down. The minute it got released, our relationship started going downhill. And then they promised to the 510 pin. Some people wanted to put it on a mech mod, so they wanted the 510 pin to protrude a little farther. And Omer promised to make some longer 510 pins that I can give out to people. They never did that. Like,
Angel Gomez, thank you for the donation, sir. He says, was the fee to join one time or is it monthly? I love Angel. Mark talks mad shit about Angel. I love Angel.
I don't say anything that's not true. Thank you very much.
Angel doesn't Angel's one of those. I think Angel would like to stay away from any drama as much as possible, which I'm kind of the same. I don't care for the drama bullshit, but he ain't gonna take no shit off anybody either.
Take a shit. Mark's new idea will be called the Pink Stacy. Ooh, yeah. It'd be shaped like a mushroom head. A penis head shaped RDA. Mm-hmm.
Damn. Easy there, Sasha.
Ooh, nice, Sasha. As long as I could film it, we're good. I can't see out of my one eye after I started using it. That's normal, Johnny.
That's just that that's that stigmatism you got going on in your eye there, son.
If you look inside the box, under the foam, there's a little pamphlet. In the pamphlet, it says all the side effects that you might encounter with the bulk.
Thank you there, Bud Cool.
Bud Cool. Bud Cool. ST doesn't even go in his goddamn Facebook group.
I'm in there all the time. All the time looking at stuff.
You'll never see him in there.
I got one person in particular I'm curious to see if that person's actually going to join. Hell.
Stop doing shows.
Well, you know, he got a strike, so he was shut down for. I don't know what his day is to go.
He got it appealed. They lifted it.
Nick's?
Yep. From what I was told by people in chat the other night.
Are you sure we're not confusing Mike's?
Nope.
Okay, well then.
Somebody in chat confirmed that. I'm pretty sure people in chat were saying that the other night. He still had his show on Twitch apparently.
Yeah.
Just because that he already planned it to be there, I guess. But I don't know. That's what people were telling me.
So well, there you go. But I think that's maybe by Thursday. That he does his thing Thursday, I think. So, well, I don't know. I don't know when he had his shit appealed. But yeah, Scrim got it appealed. Okay, well, when does he normally do shows? So I guess whenever he would normally do it, you'll probably see him again.
Whose titties are those, Bachelor?
Oh God,
Those
probably
titties they look familiar.
it's probably his damn neighbor.
Your neighbor's got some fucking big ass tits. Mike only has one strike now. He's fighting. He posted an update. Yeah, Mike got
Yes.
his removed, and I think Grim.
So Mike had an added bonus on his, which I'm kind of jealous a bit, but because I know it's not going to work for me. But Mike got one of his strikes removed and got his warning removed.
What? How did fucking get? Oh man!
Yes, he got his warning removed.
Son of a
So
bitch.
if he can manage to get this other strike removed, well, he's already gone, I guess, long enough because he just posted a video, I think, today, if not earlier this evening. So his channel's active again. So that means...
So he has no warnings or nothing. So now he can get 4 strikes technically.
No, not 4.
He gets the warning and 3 strikes.
It's, yeah, but yeah, that's
Wow,
yeah.
they reset the warning. That's fucking awesome.
So that's what kind of like irks me. I wish I could get my warning take off because I feel like my warning was complete bullshit.
I wonder how he got that.
But so again, I don't know. I hadn't talked to Mike. I texted him earlier to see if he wanted to come on this evening, but he was still wasn't in a position to do. I believe he is joining us tomorrow night though, but so he's either got his channel completely free and cleared up where he doesn't even have to wait the few months to like have that other one, like, because you can still have a strike, but after like, say like your first one for 7 days, you can't do lives or upload anything. You really just don't have access to your channel. You could still like, I think type in like chats and shit like that, but you can't really do anything with your channel. But then after that 7 days is up, you're allowed to upload again. You can do some stuff, but you're still kind of like in a probation period for a few months before it completely drops off.
Yep.
I don't know if he's still got to deal with the little probation period or not, unless he just had everything wiped clean and got like a fresh new channel, which if that's the case, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But Angel Gomez, again, thank you, sir, for the donation. He says, I got a request for 2 major credit cards to be accepted into the group because I'm Mexican. Son of a bitch. You got to love that shit right there, don't you? You getting to sound more and more like Mark every day on shit now. So that's pretty cool right there.
No free vents. Sorry, I'm actually all out of vents. I used my last one today. I need to stock up on a few more.
I know Mike is going to talk about this more, but this is just from some things that I've seen him talk about more or less kind of in a private setting, which I'm certain he's going to make mention of. The reason why there's a lot of shit going on right now, it's not the full thing where like, just because of what I'm going to say, this is why shit's happening. A good reason of it is there's so much going on YouTube right now, and there's so many things that are being hit, like channels, and not just vaping. It's just, we're talking about YouTube in general. People are getting warning strikes. You got everybody and their mama appealing it. They don't have the manpower to go through all this, to have a human look at every single case when you're trying to appeal something. So you've pretty much got a bot going through this shit and just like, oh, they're fucked, you know, and blah, 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 blah. And even when you appeal it, you've got the bot determining whether or not that appeal goes through.
Yep.
So the bot's already screwed up on giving you the warning or strike. So obviously they're going to mess up giving you the appeal too. But apparently Mike got to physically talk to somebody, and that's why a lot of his shit was finally cleared up. It's too bad that can happen with everybody, but I mean, unless y'all live under a rock, you got to realize YouTube's worldwide and there's millions and millions of people on it. And I'm sure there's millions of people doing shit on here they don't need to be doing. There's just not physically enough people to police YouTube. So just kind of take that where you want to go with it. But
yeah, I think like when you're really high up on the totem pole, like millions and millions of subscribers, then you might be able to have contact with an actual human being.
Yep.
But when you're still in the thousands, it's all computer.
I mean, it's common sense. If you're like way up in the millions and your channel is a profiting channel, YouTube is also making profit off of your channel. And if you're up very, very high on the ladder, they're making a pretty good chunk of change off of you. Good chances if something happens, it's going to get fixed quick because they want to have that money still coming in. But, and not saying Mike is a small fish, but like somebody like me, if something happens to me, they don't give a damn and they'll just keep rolling with it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jason really loves you. He's getting to be your new.
Thank you, Jason.
I think that's your new little bud there now.
Might be. I have no clue who he is, where he's from.
I noticed a good 99% of the comments are directed straight at you, and he really seems to love you.
He might be physically in love with me.
He could be.
Our principals are at the blah, 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 blah. I hate all these fucking spam emails I'm getting from all these fake companies. Oh my god.
Oh.
Hey.
Normally I would say this for Tuesday, but hell, why not do it tonight? So the person that I've gotten at least 5 emails from under the same name and the exact copy and paste email about this person lives in another country and trying to start up a home over here and needs help, needs money, one of the biggest scams out there. I figured after all the rude and dumb shit that I have wrote back to kind of like keep the thread going, I figured whoever's dealing with this would have now finally said, okay, well, this person is not going to give in and we'll just leave it alone. I'll be damned, it came through the other day. So I was trying to think of the most vulgar and rude email that I could send back. I mean, like getting real vulgar, not like cussing somebody out, but just like talking some real off the wall shit. And then I just I lost it. I didn't have anything good. I didn't have a good comeback. I was thinking a little things in my head, but it's like the only person that's going to get a laugh out of this is me because
I prefer the phone calls when they call.
I don't really get those. So.
And lately, I've been getting female spam callers. And now when the females call me, I start moaning and making I'm like, oh yeah, keep talking. I had one lady stay on the phone for up to 2 minutes. She kept saying hello, and I kept moaning so much that I actually got myself excited. And then she eventually hung up.
Well, damn, you got to record this shit, man.
I should. When the men call, they're usually Indian, and that turns into something bad. So
yeah,
I get spam calls every fucking day.
Yeah, that's one thing that well, normally if it's a spam call, it comes across my phone as spam risk. So I just don't mess with it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's been going on, but my phone has been catching everything. The only time phone calls come through, it's because I know who it is. I'm not having anything else get by it, because if it's bullshit, it automatically pops up on the screen as spam risk, and I just don't answer it.
Well, yeah, but they still call. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Someone gave me the website to the national whatever.
I heard that didn't work though.
Yeah, I don't know. I signed up yesterday, or I did it yesterday. We'll see.
Well, let me know how that shit does work. If it I've heard people say that you can do that and it still doesn't fix anything. But if you do notice that it does something, hell, I might try it. Shit.
Because sometimes I know there's people out there that if they don't know the number that's calling, they won't answer it. But sometimes there might be something trying to call you that's important, and you just don't know the number. So sometimes the spam callers will call and it doesn't say spam. It actually just says like a regular number in your area, and it ends up being spam. They're getting pretty smart with these spam calls.
Yeah. I can
Whatever
say
happened to prank calls? You need to do more of them. Yeah, but YouTube they're rough.
Yeah, there's so much that as much fun as we can have doing that, we've got to be careful of the people that are watching it aren't trying to pull shit to get us in trouble for doing it.
And there definitely will be people in chat that don't like us that will report the videos. Yeah. That Anchor podcast thing, they now do video podcasts, and I had to sign up for it to get approved, and I got approved for it.
Ooh, you know what? I had an email come across, I think, for that.
Yeah, you could do video podcasts now.
I need to do that.
I might actually check that out and see if, I'm not checking my Instagram.
They just try to get you to look at shit.
Where's your mixer? We need sound effects. I ain't got it hooked up.
Yeah, he spent all that money on that thing, and it's probably never going to be hooked back up.
I still got it. I just haven't hooked it up.
I know you still got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shane, mine's pretty much the same. I mean, I do see at least, I would say at least 2 to 3, and they're normally earlier in the morning. So half the time, I don't catch it till later because I'm at work. So I might look at it a little later and it'll say missed spam risk call or whatever, but I never answer that shit.
If you need a cash loan, Time Warrior, just contact me. If you got anything to put up for collateral, I'll be happy to help you out.
I'm one of those people that like when DirecTV or somebody else would actually get through and I wouldn't catch it in time or whatever. When they were first have it coming out of their mouth saying, hey, this is direct, I'd be like, whoop, I just hang it up. I wouldn't even give them the chance. Mm-hmm. You know what I love doing though? Like, there has been a time or two where I've listened to them for a few minutes and they're like, hey, we want to give you every single movie channel known to man for free for 3 months. It's our way of saying thank you for being a loyal customer. And I'll say, I don't want it. Well, but it's a gift. When the time has come to where if you don't want to keep on with it, just tell us and we'll disconnect. And I'm going to say, well, I'm going to save you that. I don't want it. I do not want it. But let us just I said, no, I don't want the shit. Because here's what's going to happen. And I'll even tell them. The thing is, I'm going to forget about it. And then I'm going to have this big fat ass additional bill to my bill for all these movie channels that I wasn't watching in the first place. So yes. I'm telling you, no, I don't want the shit. Man, they will fight it out. And I'll just be like, all right, gotta go. Bye.
Yep. They sure do. That's why I don't even talk. I just fucking hang the phone up.
That's why I do that now. I don't even give them the chance to listen to the shit. You see where I'm at. Even when this shit's not going, I'm in my office pretty much all the time on the computer doing something. There's not but maybe less than one handful of shows that I watch. So I'm rarely ever on TV watching anything.
Yep, same here.
So there ain't much of shit. We got way too much on our TV already that I don't even look at. So
If your old name used to be Money Man Time Warrior, then why don't you send me some money? I can use a loan. I don't got nothing for collateral but my word.
Let's do it now on a good faith thing. Go ahead, donate on the show, and let's see what you made of, son. Oh man.
I answer spam calls with you what? Oh, okay. Moe's mortuary. You stab him, then I slab him. I think I used to say Cook County Morgue. You stab him, you stab him, we slab him.
Yep.
Wow, that's an old one too. I learned that from like my grandparents. I wish I could send you a BTFC. I only have the ones that I use. Those are very hard to come by.
I've got a collector's edition in a box with a spare glass, and we can start the bidding. We can start the bidding right now, $200, and start working our way up till we get that golden person. There's a well, I don't want to say there's a lot of bulks out there, but there's some bulks out there. But I don't know anybody that has the collector's edition. There was only a couple of those made, and it was very prestigious folks that got those, and hey, I was one of those. So
I wish I had the money to where I could like fund have like a USA made build BTFC RDA or like a bulk and just make like a batch of like 50 or 100 of them. That'd be so awesome. But then sell them for like $100 a pop.
Holy shit. Look at it. Look at, she did it.
SK, I signed up and answered your 3 questions. Oh my goodness.
Sasha, look at you.
So you joined his group, but not my group. I see exactly how it is.
You know what? I just realized that I don't remember you joining the membership in this. Thank you for doing that. I just realized your name was in green. I was thinking, I don't remember seeing her join on here.
Thank you, Glenn. 2026, Mark moves back into the trailer park. You are a son of a bitch. You know that?
Do I have a 940 Osborne? A Benchmade? No, I don't. I've got Benchmades. I just not real. I used to be hardcore into Benchmade, but then I kind of like moved on. But I never got an Osborne. It's a great knife though. It is definitely a great knife. That's kind of like one of their bread and butter knives with Benchmade.
So speaking of knives,
hold on.
Overpriced knives are garbage.
Well, hold on. David Swearingen, look at my man right here, always coming through. Thank you for the donation, sir. He said, ST is the truck giveaway tonight. You know what? It's coming close. I think we're gonna carry this one to the end of the year. We want to get all the people in because it's going to be a grand event there, sir. Now, what was you going to say about knives, Mark?
Well, these high-end knives that you guys love to buy and collect. So Robert sent me a knife a while ago, which is a pretty high-end, expensive knife.
Yep.
And it's beautiful and it's fucking sharp as shit. Well, I used it the other day to cut some boxes so I could put them in the recycling bin.
Okay.
And that knife is no longer sharp. I thought these expensive knives,
Well, first of all, they do hold. It's depending on what type steel it is what the edge retention is going to be on it. But even the best steel with some of the greatest, like if you had like a M390 or something like that has great edge retention to it, if you use it enough, it's going to get dull and it has to be resharpened.
And you can't resharpen these knives yourself. You got to send these out?
No. You can sharpen them yourself. What I was trying to tell you is, if you don't know how to sharpen a knife, the last thing you want to do is try to hop on an expensive knife to start learning how to sharpen. And that piece of fucking shit you bought from goddamn the corner gas station sharpener is a hunk of fucking shit. And you don't put that on a $high knife. You can put it on your little cheap fucking $20 knives all day long. And I guarantee you that, even as cheap as those metals are, it still ain't going to sharpen it worth a damn.
So I had that big jumbo box that fucking couch came in from IKEA, and the
Mm-hmm.
cardboard was fucking thick, and that knife went through it like butter. But then, after about cutting up 20 boxes, I noticed that the knife wasn't slicing like butter anymore.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this knife was supposed to be like the shit.
Yeah, it doesn't stay sharp forever. It constantly has to be sharpened. But
I
so
did buy a box cutter after I cut all the boxes up. I bought a box cutter. Thank you.
so it plays out like this. It's the way that the metal is made up to, well, it's the composition of the metal. So you have some metals that are tough, that'll hold an edge for a good long while, that you can cut more with. You have some other metals that won't hold an edge all that well, but they're a lot easier to sharpen when they do get dull. So
Okay.
something like this right here, that's M390 right there. That is one of the best steels out there. This has awesome edge retention to it, but when it does get dull, it needs to be sharpened.
That one side you can't sharpen, right?
The serrated you can sharpen. It's
Okay.
not that easy to do, but it can be sharpened. Serrated holds an edge a lot longer than a straight edge will. But the thing is about it, when you're sharpening like something like M390, it takes a little bit longer to put that razor edge back on it. But as soon as you get it back on there, it'll hold it for a good long while.
But my Walmart powered knife sharpener.
No,
will not
that
sharpen
thing's
it.
a hunk of fucking shit, son.
Damn it.
You should be ashamed that even, well, you shouldn't. That's
I use it to sharpen the kitchen knives with.
yeah, well, it's a kitchen knife, that's why. So,
Son of a bitch.
but knives too, buying expensive knives isn't all just about,
I think buying expensive knives, they're not made to be used. That's why people buy them.
some of them are collector's knives. Dude, I've got so many that are never have been used. I've only got a few of them that have been used because they're hard to find stuff, and I might flip them. I might do whatever, but that's what I love. See, I'm in a lot of, well, I don't want to say a lot. I'm in a decent amount of Facebook groups with knives. There's just certain, like, all right, let's just say this one again. For instance, if you're looking for a combat Troodon that is in this configuration, the hardware, everything, because when you're looking for a specific knife, they don't all look like this. Obviously, they're straight edge, they're double edge. There's just all kind of different variations. If you wanted this exact knife, you might hunt this country down and not find a single one of these at a vendor because there's just nowhere to be found. But you got somebody that's like desperate for one, like, oh man, that's the exact way I want mine set up. You can go into these groups and say, hey, I've had this one for a couple of months and I've carried it on me and I've maybe cut maybe one or two things, but I'm still going to sell it to you at retail price or even higher. And some people say, well, I don't give it. Okay, I want it. It's just because they want it that bad.
Son of a bitch.
And a lot of these knives come with lifetime warranty, so people can get them and send them in for a little spa action. So
yeah, but what is that warrant? Like, it's not like the knife's going to fall apart.
No, but like, for instance, so you could use this knife a lot. And if you're not somebody that sharpens knives, you can send it back to them. They'll sharpen it, they'll clean things up, and then they'll send it back to you.
Oh, nice.
The bad thing about that, though, is if that's like the only knife you have to carry, it's not like you send it out one day and it shows back up the next day. It's going to be gone for a minimum probably of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Where's my other fucking knife at? Son of a bitch. I'm looking for my switchblade.
Oh shit! See, who got you that again?
Skrelly? Oh, the other one, Hippie.
Oh, okay. If Hippie only knew what he was getting you into.
I put a knife in each room now.
Oh my god.
And I got the long. Skrelly sent me this long, like, I don't know if it's a 12 or 18-inch one. It's fucking. I have it strapped to my nightstand next to my bed. So if anyone breaks in, I can grab it and fucking just instantly fucking slice one of their hands off.
There you go. I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay.
I'm ready for combat.
Yeah,
I might stabbing Angela, but
I'm pretty big in. I'm pretty big into Microtechs. I got a decent amount of Spydercos. I've got a fair share of Benchmades. I got a Chris Reeves knife. What else have I got? There's some other makers in there. I'm just kind of drawing a blank for a minute.
what the fuck is an Ultratech Hellhound? Hellhound?
Hellhound is the blade style, and I have an Ultratech Hellhound. It was very hard to come across, but I got it. But if you're in my Facebook group, you would have seen a picture in there because I was kind of posting pictures of knives when they were coming in. But like that one, I wanted it. It got here. I took it out of the box. I looked at it. I put it back in the box and into the safe it went, and it's never come back out.
Son of a bitch.
And I've done that with a shit ton of them. But I don't consider myself a collector. I like knives. There's certain ones that I see that it's kind of the thrill of the hunt getting it. And then when I get it, it goes into the safe.
Whose dick do I gotta suck to get a shout out? AKA DC.
DC. There you go. You just got your 3 shout outs there, kid.
You gotta blow raw Chuck, DC, to get a shout out. And Jason, shut your goddamn mouth.
I told you, loved you.
Can't find my goddamn switchblade.
I love knives, but I love EDC type stuff though. I mean, I'm kind of dabbling a little all of it. Flashlights, fucking pry bars. Oh, I forgot another. I've got some pretty cool, they're not rare, but I've got some cool ProTech knives also. 2, like right now, that are brand new that I could flip, and I mean like flip quick. So it's fun. It's fun. It's like we've talked. It's like you and guitars.
Yeah.
You go on the hunt for one that you're looking for, and I guarantee you got a whole lot more invested in the guitars than what I do in the knives. So,
sadly enough, I guess there's some people that collect stuff and use it, and then there's other people that collect stuff and don't. Like they enjoy like just having it, collect, not using it,
yeah,
keeping it like pristine.
There's like, out of all the knives I have right now, there's like only 3 in rotation that I even use on a regular day-to-day basis. So that's it. Everything else, at least, I know this is going to sound, well, maybe it won't sound weird. I've got at least 90% of my inventory is all brand new, still in the box. It's only been taken out for maybe a picture, me to look at for a minute, and then I put it up.
That's nice. Ooh, I had to brush my lens for you, Warrior. Want to make sure it's got no dust on it for you. I can actually get out the little... Where's my other little cleaning contraption? Oh, there it is. My little bulb.
Now, I got a new project going on right here. Y'all did get to see a little bit of this, but I got to work something out. I'm off work tomorrow. I need to get these set up. I need to get my new lighting.
What the fuck is that?
I got to get my new fishing line lighting set up on.
Oh my god! I think we got this. We got that same shit. Is that battery powered?
Yes.
Yeah, we got that same shit. I hate those fucking lights.
I need to get it set up back here.
Angela, lights you put on like in the living room. I hate those fucking things.
You know what I ought to do? I ought to decorate my truck. I could put it around the windows on the truck, make it look like Christmas lights on a house.
I've seen it done before out here.
You
know what I really like? Sometimes you'll see truck drivers who are completely deck out their tractor in fucking Christmas lights.
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I love when they do that.
Would you maybe be referring to Angel, like doing some, I don't want to say the word because I know you want to say that word.
I don't see Angel doing that. I don't think he's capable of doing that.
Why you say that?
I don't know.
You don't think it's his style?
Yeah, I don't think he'd be able to do something like that.
Okay. Garlington, what's going on, brother?
Look who it is. Only an hour late.
Mr. Stefan Garlington. Damn, dude, we've been doing this shit for 2.5 hours.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Time flies when you're talking shit.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
What the fuck is my shit? I can't find my
the one thing I haven't got into yet that I thought I would, and I'm probably still going to do it at some point. I've never got into fixed blades.
Those are kind of,
I've got 2 that are like real old from like way, way back in the day that are just kind of like, they're kind of cheapies. But I have looked at 1 or 2. Obviously, again, it's something I wouldn't carry, but
those aren't very exciting.
But living, this is what I always love though. Living in the state of Tennessee, dude, I can carry whatever the hell I want to, and ain't nobody gonna say shit to me.
That's got to be nice to a certain degree. Until you get into a fight.
When you really need it, right?
I guess. But I'd be the lucky one that's not carrying anything, and I get into a fight with somebody that's carrying like a knife or something.
Oh well, then. Anyway.
That wouldn't turn out too well. Angel covers his truck in Mexican flag on Cinco de Mayo.
Hold on. Hold the presses here. Let me do this shit. Oh, if I could reach.
Cinco de Mayo. Cinco Mayo.
Where's he at? There he is. Mr. Ivan. Would you be referring to that right there? Mr. Ivan just got him a Lynch pry bar. I've had mine for a good while now.
What the fuck?
He's probably like, you son of a bitch. I can't think of anything. Those are rare too. So pry bars are like a big thing. And obviously Lynch is one of the top makers because this is full titanium.
What do you pull nails out with it?
You can do anything. You can open cans with it. You can pull a nail out if you need to, or you could just like do whatever. But
titanium, that thing's got to be pretty pricey.
But it's got a clip on it too. But their Lynch is real big into making clips for like Spydercos and stuff like that. But it's like anything else. It's like flashlights. You know, that's an EDC. I mean, that's kind of a larger EDC type thing. But I carry a little Phoenix with me as my light. It's in my pocket every damn day. Small, useful. EDC right here. Full titanium Chavez pen. I love it. I use it. I got so much paperwork I got to do every day. I use this every day. It's a bolt action pen.
It's a hell of a fucking pen. It's
got a hell of a price that goes with it too. But
are you one of those guys that used to have the leather Zippo holder that attached to your belt?
I didn't do that shit.
Okay.
No. Matter of fact,
one of those for a short time, but
back in the day when I smoked, I would get a wild hair at my ass because I had a few Zippos, but then I would be like, and they were fun to use just for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then like when you had to put lighter fluid or change the, the lint out on it, I was like, just a regular throwaway lighter is where I'd be back at.
I used to love this. I had so many, but I would always like somebody like, "Hey, can I get a light?" And I would always forget. I gave him my lighter, and then before I know it, but I remember those little leather Zippo pouches you clip onto your belt.
Yep. Arbitrary. I was looking at one of those Chavez utility knives. They're pretty cool, but again, I keep 2 knives on me, and it's just kind of pointless to do.
I got all my batteries in, and they're all charged. But I did something a little different. I got some of the Molly cells that people were ranting and raving about, and then I also got some of these that people claim are like super good. I never thought I'd buy these, but I bought them.
The home wreckers.
Yep.
You know, I did get a special. I got a special email from 18650 Battery Store saying that those were like on sale, some big sale or something. Is that when you got them?
I got these same time I got these at Black Friday. I think they were on sale. I don't remember, but they are. I mean, they're pretty damn. Either that or my Sonys were just so old they didn't last all that long. But
Probably what it was. When one of those vents on you, you'll realize you just messed up.
Batteries. I got them all charged. I ordered 40 batteries. Got rid of all my Sonys. If you would have seen these batteries, all the positives were all crushed in on every single one of them. Some of them had dents on the negative end. The wraps were like ripped, torn, and they were about 3, maybe 4 years old. These batteries were, and I was still using them.
I think I did the right thing this time. So when I did my last batch of like, what did I do? I got to look real quick. Oh, what was it? My Sonys, my VTC 5As, when I got my big batch of those, that was my last go around with 18650s. So instead of like when I got them all and just slamming them all in the charger, I only took maybe like 6 of them and put them in a charger, and I left the rest of the new ones in their cases and just stashed them away. And I haven't even touched them yet.
See, that's what I was debating to do that, but will they?
I don't know. It's the first time I've done it, because normally when I would get them, I would charge every one of them and then throw them in these big ass holders. And then I can't remember what's getting used where and all that shit. So
I was going to do that. I was going to keep maybe like 10 or 20 and not touch them, but I'm wondering, will they fuck up over time, or? So I just turned them all.
I don't know. So I've got some new, I've got 21700s that I did the same that I just bought. So I got new ones sitting to the side, and I'm kind of using up the newer ones I bought, just constantly rotating those.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's probably what, I don't know.
Nathan.
Johnny, did he get some Home Life batteries? Did Johnny got those batteries?
I think he was holding up some not too long ago. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. Nathan. He said, Mark is buying an Audi SQ7 to copy Mike's BMW X5.
Shit.
I don't think one thing you can probably count on, if there's one thing you can count on in life, Mark himself buying a vehicle will never happen.
Hell no.
He might be in the showroom floor when Angela's getting her new one, but that's probably going to be the
once you own, like, I don't drive, I'm in a passenger seat, but once you are experienced a minivan, you can never go back to a regular car. Minivans are just so much roomier, you got so much space. And
I can say the same thing for a truck.
I had a truck when I was in my 20s. I had a Ford F-150, and I don't know. It was nice, but I only had like a single cab. So it was just, I could fit nobody in it other than me and whoever was next to me.
I've been in my truck. I've been in a full-size truck for countless years. I don't even, shit, it's been forever. And I'm getting close to that point that I'm about to trade this one in on another truck, or I was thinking about maybe doing an SUV because I've never done an SUV.
Yeah, when I had my Ford, like wintertime was the worst. Trucks, unless you put like sandbags or fucking salt in the back to weigh it down, like they sucked in the winter.
See, I don't have that problem here because if we get snow like we did this year, it was the first time we'd gotten it in 20, 30 years as bad as we got. And I was still able to drive my truck on it with no issue.
Yeah, it was.
But I'm so used to all the space and I just like a full-size truck. I don't think I can go to an SUV. I know there's not even a question about me doing a car. I'm too tall. I'm too old, and I hate having to bend over to get in somebody's car to get in it. If somebody asks me, hey, you want to ride with me, and I see him in a car, I'll be like, no, I'm going to drive my truck because I can step up into my truck and not have to squat down to get in the car. But I am 6'3". I'm not a small gentleman, and I like my comfort. What was I just saying here a second ago?
All my vehicles are SUV except my first car is a Taurus, a Ford Taurus. You son of a bitch. Mark is this big. I hope you enjoy using that emoji, you fucking piece of shit.
Who are we talking about?
DC.
Oh. Damn, DC got like the sign language shit going on, doesn't he?
Yep. If you don't use the bed of your truck, then I'd get an SUV. That's a good point. If you don't use the bed, then why have a truck?
I do from time to time, not like full time, but like, here's one of those things. As soon as you don't have it, you'll need it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I live in the South, and every once in a while I got to haul shit around, or I got to do something, whatever the case might be. So, and Jason, no, I don't have a low rider. Well, he said lot rider. I don't know if he was trying to be low rider. I don't know what the fuck a lot rider is, but
Thank you. Less portly. What the fuck? Are you trying to say porky or port? What the fuck is portly? You're less portly.
Oh shit! Sasha said you wouldn't fit in my yellow bit. No, I am your yellow beetle. I'm probably the size of your car that you drive. So no, I don't feel that I would fit in it.
Driving a truck is like standing up while driving.
Shit, no. Driving a truck is like the most comfortable. There's no better experience than being in a full-size truck.
Like I bought a Ford F-150. I got a cap on the back, and I went to the junkyard and I pulled out a back seat from a car, and I bolted the back seat to the inside of in the bed. And I carpeted the inside, so the back of my bed was kind of like a little hangout area. But my friends would use it to fuck women in. But
here we go.
It was pretty nice.
Did it have like cotton candy for free on the side of it or some shit?
A lot of stuff happened in the back of that truck.
I could only imagine. I'm sure that carpet smelled nice and fresh.
Oh yeah. Remember, I took a piece of plywood, I cut it out the shape of the bed, and then I layered some indoor-outdoor carpet and then glued it down on there. It was pretty dope.
Ooh, shit. Yeah, I see a lot of people too, like, at least around here, it's always kind of comical. You'll see a lot of small cars running around with big dudes in them, and it's like, how in the hell did you squeeze into that? And why would you even want to, you know?
A lot of those small cars, they're pretty roomy on the inside.
I have seen some that are pretty deceiving. I have seen a couple where, like, I'm like, holy shit, how did your big ass fit in there? And they're like, well, you'd be surprised how much room's in this vehicle. But still, that notion of having to, like, when you're having to climb down into something, that's just not comforting to me. But
everyone got laid in my truck except him. That is not true. Thank you very much, DC. I did get laid a lot back in the days before I looked like a fat, balding YouTube celebrity.
It's hell what YouTube does to you. over the years.
YouTube and vaping made me lose my hair and gain weight. I blame it all on YouTube and vaping. If I didn't start vaping or start YouTube, I'd still be a goddamn good-looking individual. My Uncle Warren is 6'4" and drives a VW Beetle. Holy Jesus.
I don't know how. Because those things are... I mean, there's a reason why they named it a Beetle. I mean, because it looks like a little beetle running around, so...
I always dreamed, Jason, of having a cargo van that was decked out on the inside with like a bed and like carpeting. That was always my dream.
With a little disco ball and some like ice cream music playing on the outside of it.
I wouldn't need the disco ball, but that'd be the best.
I could see the most perfect vehicle for you would be like an old Ford Econoline van.
Oh, yes.
That was like pure white with probably rust all at the bottom, you know, rusty wheels looking on it.
Oh, no.
It barely ran, smoked a lot, and it had many of rusty contraptions in the back of it, and you hanging out at a lot of...
I'd get a fucking white van, and I'd fucking weld a goddamn bed frame in there, pop a mattress in that bitch, and just be nailing women as I'm driving. I'd go state to state, just trying to get at least one chick from every state.
Time Warriors says Mark used to look like Patrick Swayze. That's a good one.
I'm not sure that might be a good thing. You used to look like him. Patrick Swayze probably got a lot of pussy when he was...
Well, he probably got it up to the day he died, so... oh, man. That is a good one. I don't think I've ever heard something like that, but...
White vans are popular with the kids.
Oh, shit, man. Mark just looks like he would fit the build for, like, he's that person you would see. The way he looks now, that's the person you would see driving around the van, you know, not really working, not really doing shit, but just, you think it's like a constructor or not a constructor, somebody that's like a contractor or something like that out doing some work, but he's just out riding, doing whatever it is he does.
I admit I have the look and the face of a pervert, but I don't have that. I don't look like a pedophile. I don't have that.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I can pass for a pervert, though.
Yeah.
I definitely pass for a pervert.
I can easily see you park somewhere, you know, like with technology nowadays, you flying drones out the back, you know, doing some creeping and shit around the area.
What's up, Skrelly?
Skrelly, what's going on? How did you miss this? Hell, it's only been on for 2.5 hours.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, we got some Russian folks in here now. I can't even pronounce whatever it is. He thought he was about, I guess he thought he was about to drop a link for something.
Mark's perfect vehicle only opens from the outside.
Mark's on Netflix next year, starring in Roadhouse 2. Roadhouse 2, where are they at now? Oh, man.
Peeping Tom, yes. I've peeped in a few windows in my time. I used to watch my neighbor all the time. Would leave her windows fucking wide open.
I really wish Mark would have broke down about the time I got my drone and just went ahead and did it and actually got it up a few times, because
I'd be in jail probably right now.
I know he would have got into some kind of shit that would seem impossible to get into, but
I'd have a fucking field day. Richie drums. Holy shit, we got a celebrity in chat.
Yep. And Marcus is like, no, hell no, he didn't want a drone for Christmas.
Nope. So that new Sony drum I got an email for looks pretty tight, but it's probably like $10,000.
It's not cheap, so.
Where's Mark's friend Tom? Who the fuck's Tom? What does that stand for?
Yeah, who you talking about, Tom?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
Got it up a few. What? Got it up a few times and impossible to get into.
Jason, as the night gets longer, Jason is probably getting into something we don't need to know about.
I think Jason. Are you smoking crack, Jason? The window was open. You'd be in there. Look, sometimes I feel like women purposely will leave the windows and the blinds open when they do stuff because they're trying to invite somebody in or they want to be watched. Why else would you have your window wide open and be laying in your bed or like changing in your room with the window open?
That's true.
They want somebody to look in the window. I was there looking in the window. I never got invited in though. Damn shame. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, Peeping Tom. My bad. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. Jesus.
I wouldn't even think of that right there.
Ooh, over my head.
Glenn said we got 25,000 watching now. Man, I love it. I guess the longer we stay on, the more that keeps just like chugging on in here.
I think we dropped a few thousand.
Oh, okay.
That went way over my head. I didn't get the whole Tom reference. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what do y'all wanting to see for like a Christmas show? Or you just want to see this shit, or do you want to see something like magically that we've never done before?
We should try to get like a hold of like people who haven't been on YouTube in a while to come on. I don't know who, but faces that haven't been seen in a while.
Yeah, you'd have to like.
I don't know who though.
I don't know that one either. I mean, some of those people, they're gone for a reason, and I'm kind of glad that they are gone. But
it wouldn't work out. The difference between a peeping Tom and a pickpocket. A pickpocket snatches watches. Cicero, you gotta do better than that. That one was a little rough.
So y'all just want a hanging out show? Y'all don't like want any? I mean, we've got the door open to many of celebrities that want to come on here, but it's like I got to pick and choose who I bring on. You know,
West for Vape. There you go. I
would love to have him back on, but I honestly feel like he's been out of it for so long and he just doesn't even want to fool with it coming on. And I fully understand. I would never pressure him, but I would love for him to join us again one more time. Get Grim Green to come on. I don't think Grim would, I don't think he would, roll with like the way we roll over here.
Trying to have a good show, Mr. Montalavo.
I mean,
I can't talk.
We're kind of the way we are, and you know, I think he's kind of the way he is, and I don't think that everybody always clashes well together. So, you know, I don't know. But y'all keep throwing some names out there. Or, you know, if you just want to see a Phenom, we got to have Phenom on.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
But that's only if Phenom's available. He's a busy man. He's hard to get in touch with. You
got to make an appointment to hang out with Phenom.
Yeah. Richie Drums, ST, what's a good Microtech knife for a beginner? Ultratech is probably the best way to go if you want to start off with the beginners. And it's like, that's kind of their staple knife right there. I mean, that's kind of where they've gotten started out in the business. And those are for a beginner OTF. They're pretty reasonably priced. It's like when you start getting into the other shit is when that price starts going up pretty drastic.
Who the fuck is Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash is not alive anymore, so it's going to be a little tough to bring him on.
I mean, Ronnie Cash, Big Lou, there's one.
I mean, me and Johnny Cash were tight. You know, when he used to write songs, he'd hit me up and say, "Hey, I'm going to sing this for you. You think we should roll with it?"
I'm on it, Lucas. I'm on it. What about Bogan? He'll have this show of the what? He'll have this show of the click. What?
Bud, are you doing a little bud there, bud?
Smoking too much bud.
Yeah, Big Lou. I love Big Lou. Big Lou, me and him, we down. Big Lou is like I think he even said it on a recent video. That man's like off like one night a week. And his schedule's pretty intense. So what other names we getting?
Ugh.
I don't
My
think
Christmas just went sour.
yeah, Captain Spicy, I don't think that's going to roll well with Mark. It ain't no big deal to me, but Mark, I don't think going to roll too well with that one.
Butt kickers. There we go. I wonder if we can hunt him down.
He's still on the gram.
Is he?
Yep. But, you know, I don't think that.
Yeah, he probably have no interest.
You got to remember, too, it's like butt kickers. He's been out of this game for a long time. And I don't think. ORC, that definitely ain't happening.
Yeah.
You know, Matt's been on here quite a few times, but I don't know.
Yeah, you got to remember it's a holiday, so a lot of people actually have lives.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Nickelback, there you go. I could try to get a hold of Chad Kroger.
Mark is like real tight with them.
Yep. What about Rave?
What the hell?
Are you talking about? Wait, is that Raven? Mark wants Raven to join.
We don't reach to the same audience. I've got adults in here. I don't have kids watching, so that ain't gonna work. We've already had indoor smokers on here a couple times, and you know he wasn't meshing well with us. So now indoor don't do jack shit. I mean, like. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen him on somebody else's feed unless it was what's her face. I think they've maybe done some shit. What was her name? I don't forgot. What was her name?
Which one?
The blonde-haired chick that he always hung out with.
Tia,
yeah. I think they kind of did, but hell, they're damn near neighbors. I think, but
dude, I'd rather have if I only had one person to go live with. I would rather go live with him than anyone else.
Who?
Chris? Indoor smokers. I know some people probably say rip trippers because they're probably curious what he's like, but I think indoor smokers would be
I do too. I think indoor would he would cut up with us to where a lot of people that's never came on with us before, I mean, we've probably even met at some events or some shit, but folks are not always the same on camera, and they might be a little stuffy, and they don't always. It's almost like it's a one-sided show when you have certain people on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there might be some people that'll come on that where us normal people would just kind of sit back while they would talk the whole way through it, or you could kind of bounce shit back and forth, but.
Why are you hurt? What happened now? Did I stick it in too deep?
There you go.
Sophie. Oh, Lord have mercy, no.
We've kind of done that road before.
Yep, been there, done that.
Yep.
Do it again. Indoor stoned history vids those are the fucking best. My favorite one is when he did a school teacher and he had different costumes of different kids in the classroom. It was hilarious.
Time, I don't guess you've been following me that long. We've had Johnny Depp on here once already.
He was on a few months ago. Where you been?
Yeah. No, he was on here back when he was doing 21 Jump Street and shit back in his beginning days. I think when he came on the show, it kind of helped him like get bigger parts out there. So,
I like vaping with Vic. I don't know. Everyone has a hatred for him, but I like him for some reason. I don't know why.
Vic's come on a couple times on Mark's show. I mean, well, I don't. Well, yeah, he's come on there a couple of times. It would be cool to get somebody that people know that could mesh with us that we've never had on before since we've been doing this. That would be cool. Who that person might be, I wouldn't know what to tell you.
It's hard to do, because not a lot of people like to crack up like we do.
Yeah. I mean, indoor smoker, that would be a real cool one right there. You got to remember too, though, a lot of these people that y'all are naming don't care for us either.
Yep. Exactly.
Or they just don't care for us and we ain't got shit against them.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to remember that too. Because like if you were to mention it to them, like, hey, why don't you go on? They would be kind of like, no, I ain't doing that shit.
Like, hell no. We've been trying to get like Vapes on, but he's kind of expensive.
Yep. And Dave Chappelle's been on here too. Man, y'all don't watch my shit, do you?
Leonardo DiCaprio actually was on last week. You must have missed that show.
That you definitely missed that one. But again, when he did the Titanic, he came in here the night before.
Yep. We had that Titanic special. I forgot all about that.
David Heavy's done. From what I understand, he's and I think it's because of his employment. He doesn't do the social media thing anymore.
Battery Mooch, there you go. I've seen him pop up in chat.
I've seen him a few times, and not that I'd love to have Mooch on, but Mooch has been on here. Matter of fact, one of my highest rated shows, which has got, I think, about 80,000 views, is the first time we brought Mooch on. It was like, I don't want to say the exact first, but it was one of the first times that Mooch came on a live show. And it was with me and Mark, and it was like, man, that was years ago.
Phil and Dimitri would be nice, but they're guaranteed doing something on Christmas Day.
Yeah. And I've had Phil and, well, you know what, though? And don't hold me to this, but there is a slight possibility that Phil might be joining us this Tuesday.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Because I actually was talking with Phil the other day, and he said he might come on with us next Tuesday. So, but we've had Phil and Dimitri on here. We've had them a couple times, and I've just had Phil on here. It seems like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times.
I think Mad Viking was on one of my shows once. I could have swore he was. You know, has never been live? That one, who's that one dude?
Who?
Really deep voice who always does the videos on Facebook of him vaping in his car before work, listening to music.
Oh, Andy. KJ.
There you go, KJ Andy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I see that every time when I get to work and I'm like getting shit ready and I'll like hop on Facebook for a second. Yeah. He's always sitting somewhere in his car singing music, and because I've even hopped in there once or twice and tell him to get his ass to work or some shit.
Yep. Nicki Minaj. Kyle, we get Kyle on. He might be able to do an appearance.
Kyle's kind of booked up at the moment. He's doing he's doing kind of the smaller shows right now, like going on Fox and all that. But eventually he'll come up to the bigger leagues with us.
Mooch is actually how I first ever heard about Not Another Vape Show years ago. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, we had Mooch on here.
Yeah. Tony B, it's been a long time since Tony B's been on. I've had him on a couple of times, but
Cool Vapes. How do you know who Cool Vapes is, Kevin?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Who the hell's Kevin? I'm gonna look at his face. Is that a picture of who's Kevin?
Dude, we'd love to get Cool back on here, but he won't. Yeah. He won't stay on long.
Because I'd pay him money to come on the show.
Don't say that, or all of a sudden you're gonna see him pop up.
Take that back.
That might be Cool under a different name.
Or what about what's the other dude?
Who
The dude that works at Subway?
works at
Jay
Subway?
whatever. Dude, that manager at Subway.
Hold on, I'm lost.
What's his name? The crazy dude. He started doing like CBD videos in his backyard.
Oh, JH.
JH, there you go.
He's got. I don't know where he's at anymore. I don't even. Have you even tried looking him up under his?
I have not.
I don't remember what his real name was. Wasn't it like
Jay's for something. Jared? No.
Oh, I remember now. I don't know if it was his Josh
Oh yeah, I think it was Josh.
Hawkins.
Yep, I think that is him.
Watch. I just said that name and everybody's going to go look for him now.
Josh Hawkins. I'm gonna look him up. See if he's still kicking.
But see, for some reason, I don't think that was his real name. I think he was using that name.
Oh no, that's his name because I see him on Facebook as a friend. The last time he posted was
If it was years ago, he's...
December 1st. I guess it was his birthday just recently.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit. Maybe he's still rolling him.
He's doing the one chip
On
challenge.
TikTok, I've got this right here. The one chip
Easy about it. I don't want any... I don't want any...
Doing the one chip challenge on TikTok.
Does he still look the same?
Yep. It's a bunch of pictures of him posing in front of the camera.
Good old JH. Boy, we had some fun days back in the day.
Mark's childhood babysitter. Yes. Ooh, not Sugar Babe though. The one that let me play with her titties for packs of cigarettes. If we could have her on, I'd love to know where she's at now.
Sugar Babe would be a good one.
Johnny English. I don't think you ever get to hold it. Won't find him. He's hard to find.
If Johnny doesn't come on here tomorrow night with us, I think Johnny might have taken an exit for a while.
Yep.
I'd love to have Sean Hannity on. He can come on.
Oh man, I got a fucking. Oh.
What? Got a peanut hanging out or something?
You ever fart and like part of the fart or the bubble gets stuck in your butt cheeks and you got to spread your butt cheeks for it to pop? I just had a fart stuck between my butt cheeks and I had to spread them in order to pop it.
Maybe when I was like 2 years old or some shit. I don't know.
I hate when that happens. That would be awesome. I don't even know where. I haven't seen that dude in a lot.
Vapor would be cool. Matter of fact, if you look up Kenny on Facebook right now,
he was a lot of fun to hang out with.
You'll see he just did it. I think a few days ago, he did a little guitar solo on there.
Oh yeah, he plays guitar. He's really cool dude.
I think he was doing was he doing an Ozzy song? I can't remember now.
His name's Kennard.
Yep. He's a good one.
Yeah, he was really cool.
I think once in a blue moon, I see him like something.
Oh, I can't find. I don't know his last name.
Dude, he's completely out of the game, but I would love to have him on just because I ain't talked to him in forever.
Southern Gentleman?
Yeah. What was his name? Brett?
Brett, yep. Damn,
matter of fact, though, it's funny enough because I'm still friends with him on Facebook. And apparently he's done got hooked up with some girl, gotten pretty serious. I mean, he looks like his lifestyle's completely changed from when he was just doing the shit we're still doing right now.
Those are the good old days.
Yeah.
Southern Gentleman. Whatever happened to Mark's secret massage boyfriend, Kevin? I don't know. Kevin just up and left and quit one day and never seen him again.
I think they shipped him back.
Yeah, I think he got shipped back. And it's never been the same, so I stopped going there. They ship them over here for a few months and then they ship them back. Have you ever tried Johnny's juice? Yes.
Mark did. I didn't. I was kind of like, so I think we were both around the same time of like reaching out to those people because it was like, I think it was like when we really couldn't get juice, but they were still, I don't forget how all that shit worked out. I know we got in touch with the people at the same time, and then Mark went ahead and got some. And then when I knew he was getting it, I was just going to wait to see because I didn't want to dump a bunch of money into something because of the way the guy made his juice. And what I've been told is that he doesn't really use any sweeteners. And I'm like, that could be good for some, but I mean, if it's like completely muted, I got to have a little bit of something going on with mine. So, and then Mark got it and he was going through the stuff steadily and really wasn't finding anything he fell in love with. And I was kind of like, I don't.
I didn't like it because it wasn't sweet enough for me.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people don't like sweeteners, so they love it. So,
Yeah.
but if you don't like sweetener, you'll probably like it. Heathen shit, you better have a couple grand in order to get him to do anything.
Yeah, that man's long gone. He might be watching behind the scenes. He might be watching everything from behind the scenes, but he ain't gonna type in chat. You ain't never gonna see that face again.
Unless he's dropping another dead rabbit for a fucking couple million. Oh boy, Josh, that would be interesting.
Oh God. See, Mark would 100%. We'd have to do that on Mark's channel because I don't know what direction that would go in. But I'll bet any amount of money that Mark would talk some of the hardest shit to him right now because Mark knows that he's never, ever going to see that guy again. Mark knows he's not going to any more expos because they're probably never going to have
you're
one.
confused. You're thinking of what's his name?
Oh,
You're
who?
thinking of I forgot that guy's name. The little puny dude that's all built. Not him. Homeboy Josh, the one that I thought was dead that killed his girlfriend.
Okay. I'm thinking of Homeboy OC.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, never mind. I take it back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Homeboy Josh.
He disappeared like for no reason. I don't know what happened.
I would just like to know what happened to him. He would never have to come back on here again. If I just had somebody to say what really happened to him, that would be awesome.
He was so deep into it too.
J-Bo's already came on Mark's show.
I wonder if J-Bo's still around. I
don't know. Mark, I'll give you $1 million to punch TVP. Glenn, if you had $1 million, you wouldn't be sitting here wasting your time in his chat watching his show.
I'm still waiting for his RTA to arrive. He said he shipped it out, so I'm still waiting for it. It's been about 3 years. I'm hoping it'll arrive one day.
Damn, Vapor's bringing out all the fucking shit.
Vaping moderation. Oh my goodness, GoFundMe.
/GoFundMe. Yeah, that ain't happening either. So
definitely not too soon. You can crack all the jokes you want now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Brolo, nope. That's a big negative. Honestly, I don't think that low budget vapor is on this planet anymore. Yes. I think they've moved on. They've moved on to somewhere else.
I emailed them, I want to say a year ago.
Holy shit. Look who we just been graced with. The man that fucking cut tail and we haven't seen in forever.
There's another one that disappeared.
Tenacious TX. The man just like up and left and
yep.
was out of here. What's going on, Stan? How you doing, brother? Oh.
Low budget.
Damn.
So I talked to them October of 2020. And I emailed them, I said, are you guys still alive? And then I haven't heard back from them after that.
Who?
Low budget vapes.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm putting money down that they're in the ground 6 feet under right now.
Yeah, something's got to be.
They were on their way out then years ago. You could tell they'd been on that pipe or something there for a bit, I think.
I don't remember. Did they have a baby? I remember a baby being in the picture at some point, or was it someone else's baby?
I think they kidnapped one, was using it for ransom or money or some shit. I don't know. I don't have a clue.
I don't remember her being pregnant, but I remember like seeing that they would have a baby sometimes around them, and she'd have her titties out and the baby. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That was a crazy situation. If I could do that, I would do it. I would do it. If I could get Marvin Norton on here, but man, that the logistics of that happening is damn near impossible, because for one thing, they don't allow anybody to stream on the internet out of that loony hospital he's in, or home, whatever you want to call it. ST, I took a needed break after closing the business. Oh, I got you, brother. I got you. I can't believe we're still on here right now, but I'm on a vendetta right now. I'm on a goal. I want to be the longest running show out of the few people on the internet. The only hurdle that's sitting in front of me right now, I got one hurdle, and y'all know what hurdle that is. Mark, would you like to tell them what hurdle I've got to jump?
I'm not sure. Whew.
Who's the one I always talk about that you're like, oh my God, you must have a fascination for them?
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. I'm trying to think.
Who had the longest running show?
Oh, yeah. Whatchamacallit? The 4 middle-aged bald guys.
You know what's sad is you're sitting here trying to remember the name.
Plumes of Hazard, or whatever the fuck they're called. Plumes of Hazard. There you go.
Yes, the Plume Boys. I've got to beat them out, but in order to beat them out, they ended like on 370 something, and I'm only like on show 330. So I've easily got a little over a year of shows, or right at a year, just to get past them. So I've still got a long path to go.
Jimmy Rose, do you have a girlfriend? And if you do, what's her name?
Where are you?
Whatever happened to that one hot chick that used to always come in our chats? Jessica Rose.
Hell, she came on the show one time. She's the one that won the
And when she came on, everybody in chat was like, holy shit, she's hot. And she watches this show.
I know,
her boyfriend would always watch the show. And I wonder if that's him in chat. I doubt it is, though.
We were all shocked when she came. We're like, no, something done got crossed here. Something's not right.
Yep. I haven't seen that name in a couple of years. Or that one doctor that used to hang out with us in Zoom. What was her name?
Doctor. Oh, I know. I remember that was like ages ago, dude. Yeah. I know there's been some crazy folks and professions they have that have been like...
Yeah, doctors, cops, all kinds of...
I mean, you name it, we've had it. And it's like, you look at some of them go, why are you amongst these group of people right here? You know you don't hang out with folks like this.
Yeah. Jimmy Rose. That's wifey too, bro. No, I was gonna say, not your wife. He's just kidding.
Oh, I was fixing to say, damn.
So I remember she said that her boyfriend used to or watched us and vaping with Nikki B. Whatever happened to her?
I have no idea, son.
Have a look at that.
Everybody that y'all are naming off, it's funny. I'm enjoying seeing the names, because some of these names I've actually forgot. But I think everybody that y'all have, well, not everybody, but a lot of these folks y'all have named, they're like gone, been gone.
Oh, I think her channel is gone. I don't even see it anymore.
Who is the dude? Remember that one guy that was in Russia? Crazy son of a bitch, real young,
Yeah, the Polish dude.
and was always doing the mechs. Not Polish Vapor.
Oh, okay. No. The dude that claimed
He was always, he lived like in an apartment. Well, it was, I remember he was like
Polish though, wasn't he? He wasn't Russian, I don't think.
I thought he was Russian. He was
He did a live show and he had a microphone with like a long ass stand that.
No. I'm talking about the dude that was Russian. He didn't do shows. He watched all of our shit, but he always came into the rooms hanging out. He was he detonated bombs.
I don't.
You would know him if you seen him. He was a real young dude and he could speak decent English. But he was like in here all time. Man, I can't remember what that is. Phil Vapes is the one Mark's thinking of.
Phil
That's
Vapes,
not the guy. That is not.
Dude is hilarious.
Rick, what's going on?
What up, Rick?
I'm trying to think of what that dude's name was now. Dadgummit.
Phil Bates was hilarious. Scott Gottlieb? No.
Man, there's so many people. So many fucking people.
What happened to Fluffy, I wonder?
I'm kind of, I don't know.
Fluffy McMuffin.
Good Lord. Look at some of these names that are getting thrown up. I ain't even going to say them. Yeah, I know. I don't, tonight I'm at a point now, I really don't give a damn.
Harry's broken boxer? Putin. No, it wasn't him.
Oh, what was his freaking name?
Robert Ellis. Holy shit. Is he still around? Juicy Jones. Wow. How do you remember him?
Damn, I remember when that dude just started coming in, like, and then
was the hippie hipster with the scarf around his neck and shit, and
then he was like, he started going down his own path.
Yep.
And got his channel started up and started doing shit. And there's another name. I ain't seen him forever. The Vaping Drummer.
Oh yeah, Vaping Drummer. Holy shit, we haven't seen you in. Who the hell's Roughhouse? Rufus Roughhouse? Dick Hertz? Oh, good old Dick Hertz. I remember him.
Oh, god damn.
Man, there's been so many people that have come and gone.
I know, and all these people are refreshed. Danya, I had her on a few times.
Oh, that chick was fucking hot as shit. Had absolutely no tits at all, but still hot as hell.
But it felt kind of creepy because she was very young. It was like it was like hanging out in a room with like having my daughter in there and talking smack and shit.
Yeah,
it was like
that was kind of strange. Her and that other chick that had the attitude problem, the Mexican chick.
Oh yeah.
I want to say Alexandra Parker.
Dude, man, you remember the controversy when I had her on the show? Yep. That show got a shit ton of views, but man, there was some pissed off folks. Because by the time when I guess we had chatted and talked about her coming on, I think there was a lot of people that were starting to dislike her. But man, boy, there was some hate going on in that chat.
Dude, she hated men. She always, her and that one redheaded chick would do live shows and just talk shit about everybody.
Yeah.
She was the most unhappy person I've ever encountered. But man, she had a set of lips on her. Whoo-wee. She could suck a fucking school bus through a goddamn chain link fence. God damn.
What did Stan say? I would love to just be able to work on my projects on my channel, but I'm not sure how vapors would take it. What say you?
What? Arbitrary. Some chicks just get off on internet dudes wanting to fuck them. What? Where are these where are these women at? I want to meet them.
Shit, man.
I don't need gummies when I have my Heaven's Gift or whatever the fuck it's called. Heaven's Hands or whatever the fuck it's called. Dun, 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 dun. Daniel from the Dab Spot, she's pretty hot. Oh,
Stan, I say you do whatever you want to do. I mean, people are going to like you, dislike you, regardless. You can't change the way people are going to feel. And you've done this long enough to where you should be at a point where you don't give a damn about that really anyway. I mean, if you care how everybody feels about you, this is probably the wrong platform to be on doing shit. Because I know for myself, I've got many haters, and they're probably in this chat right now or just watching, talking mad shit.
I love when the haters watch. It's the best. Heaven's Gifts.
We could have them on. Is Heaven's Gift even still open?
I think they're still. Oh, I don't know. You know what? I haven't seen their website in a while. I wonder.
I'm still getting the random. I think I'm down to like 3 last emails of companies that still hit me up. I got Element and 2 other juice places that are still like, hey, we've got 90% off this juice. You ought to get some.
Wow, they're gone. The website's not there anymore. That's fucking. They used to be a pretty big site.
I'm kind of shocked too because it's out of the country.
Yeah. I never knew they shut down. That's crazy.
I agree, Jason. I can't stand ST either. Son of a bitch. We need a Merc update. Merc.
I used to love that one Merc dude. I used to hang out. Everyone hated him. I love that guy. He was so hilarious.
Oh, the Kratom dude.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Didn't we say something about him like months ago? Then he randomly hit you up the next day.
Yeah, I think he's watched the show or something. But I love that dude because he pissed everybody off. I thought he was hilarious.
Rick, I don't get products, so I couldn't give you an opinion. I don't know if that's something Mark's got.
I do not have the Oxfa Vate or Vati or Vati or whatever. I don't know. You asked about that one, I think, the other day, I think.
The only ox I got's out in the backyard eating damn hay right now.
I don't think GearBest is open anymore either. Let me see. Another huge. Well, they sold more than Vape Gear. GearBest is still there.
Yeah, GearBest and Fast Tech. They don't just do vaping shit.
Oh wait, what the hell? No, this ain't GearBest. This is some kind of Spanish or Mexican site.
Dude, maybe your shit's not allowed to see outside the country anymore.
The site's in Spanish. It says GearBest quality affordable fun. Nope, they're gone. No more GearBest. Holy shit. That's crazy. GearBest and Heaven's Gifts are gone. Next you're gonna tell me fucking Slow Tech is gone. Fast Tech.
Who's that, Jimmy? Jimmy said, whatever happened to your twin ST? Forgot his name. Hell, I guess I forgot too. I don't remember who my twin was.
From the Vape Expos. They had, with the juice.
No, he's not talking about Carter, I don't think.
Oh, that's what he was talking about.
I'm assuming he's talking about somebody that's on the tube.
It's 'cause you're Canadian. It's 'cause you're Canadian.
Damn.
I am not shitting my pants.
Y'all have brought up a lot of names that I forgot about.
Yep. A ton.
Some of those names probably need to be still forgotten, but...
Remember the Vamo came out, everyone was nuts over the 15 watts variable. Yep, I remember the Vamo. Vamo was like the shit.
Mm-hmm. It was like, damn, I wish I had some money for one of those.
Yep. You're Canadian, Glenn. Oh my God, no wonder. I thought there was something wrong with you. Now I know there's something wrong with you.
He's right up the street from you, son.
God damn it.
Nah, he was a vapor you guys would chill with. Well, maybe he is talking about Carter.
You order from 3F Vape, and it was it's a month shipping.
Holy shit, Ricky. What the hell did you order from 3F? That's going to take 20 to 30 days.
Are they still even open? What happened to Ice Wallow? What?
Whatever you ordered, I'm assuming if it's 3F, it's cloned, I'm guessing. Damn, that's a long ass wait. Hell, well, we were just talking about that earlier, Stan. I mean, it's kind of like I got all this shit laying around, and it's just kind of like I'm bored with everything. There's nothing to, I don't know, make you do backflips over anymore.
That was Robert Ellis, I think that the old guy was, right? The old guy.
He's not my damn twin. Robert's not completely bald like that right there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who is that old grandma that used to review vapes back in the early days? Damn, I don't.
Can you give my wife a shout out? She's watching at work. Shout out to the beautiful Polish princess that's cooking or baking some delicious goods right now.
Who's she
Johnny
cooking them
White.
for?
She works at a bakery.
Is she hooking y'all up with anything?
Yep.
Is she?
No, hell no. Well, no, they gave us a bunch of bake stuff the last 2 times we met them.
Is that like is that the shit that sits in the store they can't get rid of for months and just buys
It might be, but it's damn good.
Dr. Breakfast, I've got mechanic or mechs sitting here. I don't know. I just never got into it.
For Christmas, I would like to get muffin clouds on the show and a sports bra.
That ain't gonna happen.
And I think that's it. Only muffin clouds.
What'd you order, Ricky, if you don't mind me asking? Because it'd have to be something real damn good if I was going to wait a damn month for it.
Most definitely.
That's another thing. I don't even really, like, if there was something out there like, ooh, I'd like to get that, I really wouldn't want to do it because I wouldn't want to have to wait freaking forever to get it.
I'd be worried about not getting it, like paying for it and then not showing up for some reason.
That's true, because I think a lot of these companies now, I don't know, it just seems like before they had a name to uphold, but it's like now it's like they don't give a shit about it. So
I've been hearing a lot of people having trouble with Element Vape, like they're not shipping anywhere now or to a lot of places.
And man, see, that's like my biggest email I get. I need to get on the unsubscribe from that because I don't plan on getting anything from there.
The Nautilus Mini, holy Jesus.
I still got mine.
Somehow I believe that.
I do.
Do you?
I've still got coils for it.
Holy Jesus.
But there's really no, I don't know. You know, I did break that thing out like a year and a half ago because I ran across it and I found that I did have some coils and I was using it just for a very short time and then I kind of quit again. So I don't know.
Element tax and shipping to PA is insane. Yeah, they're
I don't
Chicago either.
I'm not saying vaping's dead. I'm just saying that let's just say year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it seemed that it was rare that you would have a company, like a well-known company screw you out of anything simply because they had a reputation to keep up. But it's kind of like now, you know, I don't think they give a damn about what kind of name they keep.
Omni says he still gets his orders perfectly fine from Element. He lives in Cali.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess some people probably just don't have issues. Some do. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I only kind of go by, like, I see random posts on Facebook, somebody maybe bitching about that they've ordered something, it's taken forever to get, and, you know, it just used to, when somebody would make a post, like if they were having issues, there'd be a thread a mile long of people talking mad shit on there, like, man, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that. But people can put a post up like that now. They don't even like it, dislike it, don't even comment on it because they just don't give a shit.
Yep.
So you can tell the importance of it is not like it used to be.
It is weird. I feel the same way that China, for some reason, is scared to ship stuff to the U.S.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Like, normally China wouldn't give a shit and they just do what they want to do. But for some reason, I feel like China is a little bit terrified to send stuff to the U.S. for some reason.
But isn't Element on that new, however they're dispersing products now through, like, how it gets delivered to you, like some private company or whatever?
Yeah, I have no clue.
I've got a few little back doors that I can go through to get shit if I really need it. And, you know, and I really don't ever even need to use that. But
I never thought the day would come to where I would say, you know what, I'm actually perfectly happy with the shit I got now. Like the Saker's tank will do me till the day I quit vaping. I got my BTFCs. I got like 3 of them.
that's,
And I got all the good. I mean, there's not shit can't get any better than I think what it is right now. What more can they possibly do?
that is a little sad too, because I agree with Mark on the Sakers. It's sad when you can say there's a sub-ohm tank that can carry you on out, because I don't know. As long as the Sakers has been out, I've felt that I've used mine every day. So
I don't even know what more could come out that I don't know.
holy shit.
Oh, look who is dropping fucking money.
Oh, no, I was reading this real quick. Ricky wrote, Element charges me 75% extra. That's why I have to use China. Holy shit, really?
Damn, I guess that fee is a lot.
Raw Chuck, thank you for the donation. He says, Steel Jan is who we're talking about.
What the fuck is Steel Jan? I gotta look his name up now. Steel Jan.
Holy, 75% extra?
Damn.
That's highway robbery right there.
See, even if I wasn't like I don't even want to call myself a reviewer, a person that does videos on YouTube for vape products, even if I didn't get shit from companies, I would still like get the shit I have now. Like, I don't know, I just wouldn't be buying shit anymore.
I agree there too. It ain't the
over, like, that's, I don't know. Price.
I don't think this. I know this. I know I got enough shit sitting here. Some of this shit might not ever get used again. It might just sit there. But I got enough shit to carry me on out. I'm not concerned about that. But I'm only human like anybody else, and it's like anything else. It ain't just even vape gear. You use the same shit day in and day out. It gets boring, and you kind of like to jazz it up here and there. But I mean,
but I feel like the fun, or maybe Tenacious said this earlier. I don't know, but like the fun in vaping is gone.
Yeah, it's not like what
the excitement is gone.
Yeah. We used to have real big times in these rooms privately of like, especially like 4, 5, 6 of us would all get the same new product in at the same time.
And we all fucking be talking about it or
building shit, talking. Yeah, it'd just be like, man, I can't wait to do a show and show this shit off to these people, but yeah, that's long in the past now.
Thank you, government, for destroying vaping.
Thank
Now
you.
It's going to go back to how it used to be now, where it's like going to be a small little community. There'll be some, websites, some forums, people hang out, and it'll go back to how it used to be now, I think.
There'll be a few faces left on the tube that still are around a little bit, kind of talking about this stuff, and that's where it's going to be.
Well, I still got stuff to do videos on, Jason. That's not the problem. It's just it's all pod systems and shit now, and I don't know. It's just because the government is doing what they're doing. Companies don't see the need to put out new stuff anymore. China's not, trying to put out new shit. They're just fucking relabeling shit. So all the companies just stop putting any effort into it. So now it's all pod systems and,
I agree.
Or only in the U.S.
Kevin, I agree with you on that some too. It didn't all leave in my eyes because of expos, but when the expos were, kind of pretty much done. Because now if you hear a vape expo, I can guarantee you that the mass majority of that expo is nothing but CBD and shit like that. And there might be just a handful of people in there with actual vaping products. So full on expos where it was nothing but vaping and that's all it was. Yeah, I don't think those days are ever, at least in this country.
Yeah, he had a $60 order at Element and he paid $126 after shipping and signature fee. Holy fucking shit.
Who did?
David Swearingen.
Oh shit.
Yes. Jules and the Millennials.
See, I'm just not going to do. I wouldn't do it as much as whatever you ordered. That I couldn't do it.
Yeah, if it came down to me spending double of what something costs, I would probably quit vaping. I would slowly wean myself down.
Yeah.
Now it's starting to become as expensive as cigarettes.
We're hitting that point. It's like, hey, cigarettes are going up. I'm quitting if they go. Well, we still kept spending the money, but the price difference between when cigarettes were going up and what it costs to purchase vaping shit, it's a pretty big difference. Because we're talking about a matter of cents and dollars on like cigarettes. And normally it was just maybe like $1. You see that right there. Something that he would have got for 60 and he's paying 126 for. Hell no.
Yeah, there's no way I could do that.
I don't know.
Move to the UK. There you go. You could do that.
I do have to put a little brushing into it there, Stan.
Why is my fucking screen fucked up? Do a little bit of that right there. Many states have like a 70% nicotine tobacco tax. That's the real benefit to DIY. Buy once, cry once.
Well, and that's where like your DIY people will come out on top. If you were dedicated to doing that, I mean, you're definitely in a good spot now. But
I was going to quit smoking when they hit $1.75. I quit after they were $9 a pack. Holy Jesus.
Yeah. I'm still trying. I think when I quit smoking, cigarettes were, I think we were pushing close to $5 a pack. I think that's what it was. or somewhere in that area. But towards the end of my days of smoking, I'd actually tried to cut back. So I was like less than a pack a day during the week. But when the weekends would roll around, that was a whole different story. I had more time on my hands. And if there was a night of throwing down on the alcohol, cigarettes would be smoked drastically.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a sitting to where I would open a brand new pack and it would seem like a few hours later, I'm like, shit, I need to get another pack out. Oh, man. Rick, what are you on, son? I want to know this right now. You just said hello, ST and Mark, and you've said that multiple times, and I've said hello to you.
Hello, Rick, for the third time.
Rick, are you on this show, or are you watching another show and accidentally type it into this chat?
379. Ooh, Mavericks are nasty. Ooh, I hate those motherfuckers.
Ooh,
That's not bad, though. 379.
that's not bad.
I stopped at 11.50 a pack.
Scarelli Scarelli used to smoke those high dollar cigarettes.
God damn. That's a lot of money for a pack of cigarettes.
Scarelli going there and throwing down like $100 bills, just telling them to keep the change and shit. I've done business with black market all my life. If I have to use it to get my vape juice, nothing new for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't mind doing that, but if you got to buy it from a vape shop and pay double or triple the price, that I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Buy it from, some whoever that's selling it, under the table and on Facebook or something. Yeah, I'll do that. As long as there's people to back it up. And I know that a guy's not fucking putting hairspray in the goddamn shit or sprinkling crack cocaine in it.
Because that's what's scary about the underground thing and juice. Nobody has to back their shit up. You just first off, if you're buying it underground, you gotta hope right off the bat that somebody's not just taking your money and then you ain't ever gonna hear from them again. But if you do succeed in getting your juice, and I'm not saying this about everybody, but I am saying it is the black market. So when you actually do get the juice, I mean, again, you're hoping that it was somewhat made the proper way and not just some jacked up shit. So what are you doing? About to get undressed?
Yes.
Oh, you dropping pants right now.
I was trying to fucking get my other camera going, but it's not going.
I will say that, at least for me, if it comes down to where I've run out of everything and me going to a shop is not an option any longer, this man right here is going to quit.
Yeah.
Because I just can't see. I trust people, but I don't trust people that much. And unless you've got somebody well known on the underground that, you can get a lot of vouchers for.
Yeah, like if it came down to just relying on one person that makes this juice, I would have to quit because
yeah. But I'm assuming too, if I'm going to the black market to get shit, obviously I've got to find my way to the market itself, which means that information has been passed on to me and probably through somebody I know. And I'm hoping that they know that person, or I might even know that person that's dealing in the underground, But if it's just Tim Buttfuck 2 that I've never heard of, and oh man, I can hook you up real good on this good old underground juice, I'm kind of like, nah, I think I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the community loves us that we'll always have a hookup. I wouldn't go that far.
Hold on, who said what?
The community
Oh,
loves you
okay.
guys, though. You'll always have a legit hookup. It's the random people who are screwed. Now, I wouldn't.
It might not be as much. I won't lie. I know myself. I do have a few sources, but I don't know how long those sources are going to be good for.
Yep. Exactly. Another Christmas song. Ooh, now those were like the good days right there.
Yeah, even if you
Christmas song videos.
even if you wasn't getting along with like a couple of them folks, we all still wound up doing the shit. But
Those are the fun days.
yeah, those are days that I don't think that we can accomplish anymore.
Vape life was like just good back in those days.
It was fun. It was always something new every single day. You clicked on whatever
Drama or anything, and everything was just fun and happy.
It was always that's what made things. It was always something new all the freaking time, regardless of what it was. It was something new. Richie Drums, thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, you guys are looking a little short in the pockets. Thank you for going live. Ayo.
Ayo.
Well, thank you there, sir.
I won't see any of that in my pocket, but thank you for putting it in his pocket.
My pocket's got a little thicker. Mark's looked the same as when he started tonight, so except for the shit he's been doing. Stan, it was good to see you, brother. Drop by anytime, man. Take care of yourself.
Most DIYers don't sell their juices. Yeah, I noticed that. That's a lot of DIYers don't, and you think they would, but they don't.
My feeling to that is because if you start doing it and then word of mouth gets out there, they might not want to turn into that person that's like constantly having to tell people. I'm kind of like how Ginger did for us. Ginger does some DIY, but he didn't do what he did for me and Mark to start up making juice to sell to people. He just kind of did something for me and Mark, and that's where it ended. So
yeah, I can see that getting out of hand. You make it for one person, and another person wants it, and then it's like before you know it, you're making gallons of shit fucking every week. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's getting close to that time. Raw Chuck, thank you for the donation. He said, Richie Drums hates me. Wow, we starting this shit up. Now that you say that, I'm surprised Omar hadn't stopped by. I guess I've taken it a little bit later tonight because I actually don't have to go to work tomorrow, and I'm just not really... Normally, I would have been long gone to bed because I'd have to get up crack of dawn, but...
I don't wear pull-up diapers. Thank you, Johnny.
No, they don't.
I wear disposable diapers that have little straps on them.
They don't have the little quilted things on the side that are like expand in and out.
Those are too expensive.
Hell no. I ain't doing no damn 24-hour showtime shit.
You gotta be fucking nuts.
Shit. I mean, hell, this is the longest I've gone doing something in years.
I think so. What time is it? Holy shit, it's almost midnight?
We've done this almost 4 hours tonight.
Oh my God. How the fuck have we been on here for fucking 4 hours?
And there's still the same amount of people watching. Y'all folks ain't done with this shit. No Dos Equis tonight. That'll probably be tomorrow evening. I'm going straight up OJ tonight. I just kind of like feeling like drinking orange juice tonight.
Country boy, how long you been vaping for? Because if you've been vaping for quite a while, it wouldn't make any sense to go back to smoking. It'd be a lot easier to quit vaping and stay off nicotine than to go back to smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know your situation. I don't know where you live, so I don't know if it's going to be hard for you to get stuff or not, or if it's hard for you not to get stuff.
I see people make that comment a lot, and believe me, country boy, I am not... This is not pointed at you at all. A lot of times when I hear people say, hey, you know, well, these were the people, these were the scammers. They were like, you know, something happened to my gear, and man, if I can't get shit, I'll be back to going buying a pack of cigarettes or whatever. Well, it's like if you got money to buy cigarettes, you got money to go get you a damn vape to cover you until you can get something a little bit better. Again, I'm not talking about you, but I see people say that if something happens to vaping, it's going to force me to go back to smoking. I know when I started vaping, I didn't vape, but what seemed like maybe a couple of months, and I already had it in my mind then that if I was to stop, I wouldn't be picking up cigarettes anymore. And I'm into this shit now almost 9 years.
And I think Country Boy's been around for a while. I don't know. 4 years. Yeah, you've been in for 4 years. Why would you go back to smoking?
But now I'm giving you my point on it. Some people are like, hey, if I can't have this and I got to be doing something and it's going to force me to go back to it. I mean, I can't say that everybody's supposed to be like me or other people that like you be done with it, but it just kind of seems like, I just know for myself, I didn't vape all that long, and it's kind of like that urge of like, if something would have happened to vaping real quick, I don't think I would have gone back to cigarettes.
Yeah, I didn't do all this just to go back. There ain't no fucking way.
And like, yeah, definitely now, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been using nicotine for such a long time now. If I just stone cold quit, I might be a little moody. I might be this or that, but it ain't going to push me into smoking cigarettes. Kevin Dupree, thank you for the donation. He says, watching you guys from day one. For the record, I don't know cool vapes, LOL. Thanks for the ride. I had to mess with you on that. I didn't think that was really you.
I was going to say, like, how the hell?
But, yeah, I don't know. I think there's probably a lot of people that are kind of like how me and Mark are, that I know we've talked about it enough. If something was to happen and we stopped vaping, we wouldn't be back on the cigarettes.
It's something that everyone should think about and have a plan for. If it comes to the point where you can't get juice or whatever anymore, you should have a plan for what you're going to do. Because if you don't have a plan, you're going to freak out, and then you will go back to smoking.
Yep.
So have some kind of plan that you're going to do this. It's not going to be easy to quit vaping, probably. For anyone that says they could just put the mod down and be done, I don't think it's going to be that easy, but it'll be a lot easier than putting down cigarettes. That's for damn sure.
I'll even say this, and it just happened today coming home from work. I'm sitting at a light, and like there's a car like a little bit up in front of me, and I had my window just partly cracked, and I smelt something, and sure enough, I looked around, and dude's got his hand hanging out the window with a cigarette. And the smell from that distance was killing me. It's because I've come, for whatever reason now, I'm so sensitive to cigarette smoke now. And I sit here, and the first thing that hits me is, man, I can't believe I used to smell like that. I can't believe that people would actually be standing around me smelling like that. It's horrible.
Yeah, I turned into one of those people that I used to hate. Like when I smoked, I couldn't stand those people that would look at me and then walk away. Like, ooh, he's smoking. Like now, if I'm standing outside or something, I was at the mall last week, and there was some lady outside smoking on her break. I'm like, oh, and I just like walked on the other side of the building because she was stinking like cigarettes. I'm like, yeah. I turned into that person.
Richie Drums, STA. How can you go from direct lung to MTL? For me, it's easy because I've done so much of it. I can pick up anything and transform to what it is and do it with no problem at all. And I enjoy doing both.
You just have to up your nic level because it's not going to be the same.
Exactly. So like
3 milligrams.
If I'm picking this up, I mean, I'm 3 milligram all day long. Of course, my shit's gone asleep on me.
I need to find something that's, I don't know, easy and convenient that's MTL.
Well, that's why I like having the plethora of things I've got sitting in front of me. So I've got 5, 6 things sitting in front of me right now that I can pick up, and all of them are, you know, I got the Tube of Death MTL set up. I've got my side-by-side with the intake MTL right here. You know, I got multiple pod systems. A lot of them pretty much have the same juice in them.
I've got 4 Sager's tanks in the BTFC.
But yeah, I mean, if you're doing MTL, obviously you're going to have to up your Nick levels there. So
Don't do Nick Salt because you ain't gonna. It'll be horrible. Just get regular MTL.
I've been down that road, got hooked on that shit, and man, it was not a good decision. That shit was tearing me up. Oh, all right, folks.
The Tube of Death will be available at Walmart and select Best Buys.
Yes, if I can get that Best Buy deal down, that's it. I'm retiring because Best Buy will be my new place. So, but y'all can't say shit to me about, hey man, why don't you do a longer show? Because doing 4 hours, which I didn't expect, I had no idea we were going to go this long, but we did. So you probably won't see me till Tuesday now. I've excreted my load out, so
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta
done.
do an hour tomorrow. What the hell?
Oh shit! Yeah, it'll be a cakewalk tomorrow. We'll be done quick, but
Turn my lights off as we speak.
hell yeah. So thanks for joining us this evening. I hope everybody had them a good time. Hey, I had fun talking with everybody, especially the folks that were bringing up all these old ass names that I kind of completely forgot about.
Yep.
Every time I see a name, I just kind of think of a past situation with things where we've had dealings with folks, but it was definitely good. But
always a story.
Yep. I guess good morning to the folks that are just waking up, and good night to the folks that are going to bed now, because it's that time. But I guess we'll see you here in what? Shit, about a little over 12 hours.
Chuck, it's midnight. Ain't nobody going in Zoom. I'm going to bed. Holy shit. Thank you for that donation, though. He said, I can Zoom if Mark won't.
Well, it's all on you, Chuck. Open your room up and let them on in, because we're shutting her down for the evening. We've busted a load here. So, all right, folks, we're outie. And if you hung around this long, we're going to give you one of those smooth intros that'll put you out for the evening so you can sleep nice and good. And don't forget, come Christmas time at the end of the month, somebody's going to be driving off in a brand new 2023 Dodge Ram. So, good night, folks.
Night, everybody.
The smoothest shit on the fucking internet just went out right there. Oh.